I'm mostly live. I mean, it is technically live. It's just not really ready yet. It needs another 5 minutes in the oven. And where, in fairness, it does in fact feel like it is 5 minutes in an oven. Because sweet Christmas! I have been watching Luke Cage and it is very, very hot. Those are the two salient points to take away right this very second. That's the wrong screen. So let's go over to the right screen. And now let's figure out what we want to do. I'm leaning towards Deep Sky Derelicts because I think it wasn't complicated. I get the impression it will potentially become difficult owing to the levels of enemies and stuff. But I feel like it wasn't complicated, and I think that's what we need today. I suppose arguably, our friend My Time at Porsche, let's get rid of that when I'm thinking about things. My Time at Porsche is sort of uncomplicated stuff as well. It is indeed whatever that emote is meant to be. I think it's just generally hot. It is indeed exceedingly hot today, and apparently I was told today, and it's, I don't know, like, I suppose I probably have done this in the past. I cannot deny it. I've probably done this in the past. But when a stranger talks to me, I'm not very receptive. That's fair. That's not the bit that I think other people have done. Other people are probably more receptive to this sort of thing. But when I...
Midstream tower has climbed into a cannon. Oh dear.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
Over in here. God, man. Oh, do you know what? If you think for a moment, 13 times 5. 75, 65, 65, 65 pounds. You've just sort of flushed down the toilet, I fear. But I appreciate it. Dear fucking Lord, I appreciate it. But my word, it's a large volume of money I fear you have wasted. But nonetheless, I supremely... I mean, Skies of Arcadia, oh. Now, I don't know for certain, but I'll try and get back to the original story in a moment or two, but we've segued into a new story. But years ago, I found out that it might be something to do with adrenaline that sort of just tiny release and it goes down part of your nervous system in your back, and that's why you get that sort of ooh kind of feeling in your back when something's dramatic and exciting and amazing. But it's that sort of feeling that I usually get from Skies of Arcadia, because Skies of Arcadia is just incredible. It is one of the greatest things ever. But yeah, I'm fairly certain there is some kind of thing to do with when your adrenaline gland, I don't know, does something, it can go down your back in a sort of internal way, and that makes you go, ooh. Not like a chill. I made that sound more like, ooh, a chill down my spine. Not that. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my body is fucked so much that I am literally the only person to have ever experienced a sort of, oh, this is exciting. Oh, the heroics, the heroism, the amazingness, the little tingle in the back of my neck. Oh. But as I say, maybe it's just some kind of deep stroke in my back. I don't know. But that's what used to happen when I played Skies of Arcadia. So dramatic is kind of the key thing. And some of the heroics of Vice. Because I'm fairly certain, I may be misremembering, which is a good excuse to play the game, I suppose. But I'm fairly certain there is a scene in Skies of Arcadia where they're on a train and they manage to sort of decouple the cars of this sort of, I think it's like a sci-fi fantasy train. But he nonetheless sort of manages to decouple the cars, and he just sort of gives a coy salute to the guy who's drifting away as they heroically fuck off. And it's, I love it, absolutely love it. Anyway, back to the first story. So this woman sort of said to me, "Oh, I wouldn't go in there. It's like a sauna." And that was fair enough. I appreciated the warning. But I'm not hugely receptive to a full conversation. I didn't want to be where I was. And therefore, fuck anybody else. I don't care about you. I don't care about me. I don't care about the situation. I don't want to be here. That level of mood I was in. And so she said this thing about, it's like a sauna in there. I wouldn't go in there. And I was like, oh, okay, I appreciate it. It's probably a wise stratagem because I was, sweating like a fucking good one. And she then sort of said to me, as a sort of trying to keep a conversation going despite the obvious lack of desire for a conversation I was providing, she said about, Friday's meant to be the hottest day of Friday, of course, is the hottest day of the year. And I was like, it is lucky we're doing this today instead of Friday then. And then sort of that was kind of, she got the message that I wasn't really interested in the conversation. And so I then... But I was still stood there, and she sort of turned around and saw the next person, and was like, "Hot today, isn't it? Friday's meant to be the hottest day of the year. I'm going to the beach." And then I don't think they were particularly receptive, and I heard her sort of pootle off down the way to another person. It's very hot today, isn't it? Friday's meant to be the hottest day of the year, isn't it? I'm going to the beach. And it's like she just kept trying to start a conversation. And as I say, I'm probably guilty of that at some point in my life. That sort of, I'd like to start a conversation. I'm going to use the same conversation starter. You're not interested? Okay, I'm going to move on to the next person. I'm going to use the same conversation starter. You're not interested? Okay, fair enough. I'm going to move on to the next person. I'm going to use the same introduction. No, not interested either. Okay, I'll just talk to myself then, shall I? But, yeah, anyway. How are you both? Are you well? Hot, but well, I imagine. Hopefully, anyway. Some people just really want to talk to people they don't know. I know! It's weird. It's like, I know that's kind of how you get to know people. Like, deep down, I know at some point, I must have, I'd have not talked to you. And I've not talked to Blue Boosh. And I'd have not talked to this person, this person, this person. But there are certain signs, and I feel like I can read the signs as to this person does not want a conversation. I'm fine with this. But I suppose arguably I probably would move on to someone else and see if they were receptive to conversation. But I don't know, it just amused me seeing it sort of quite so up close and personal. Like literally seeing her still stood near me in the same position, just having turned around and said exactly the same thing to the person behind her. And to be honest, the fact is, I suspect they probably had heard the conversation, because I don't think they were exactly far away in the first place. Right, anyway, I've made a decision. We're going to do Deep Sky Derelicts. Whoops, not that one. There we go. I missed the button. And now I'm disappointed. Because I'm not going to lie, Deep Sky Derelicts surprised me by quite how enjoyable it was. I mean, there is an argument to suggest that I must have had some inkling that it was sort of agreeable. That's it. Do you know what? I think I did. I think basically she went, it's meant to be. I keep saying it's meant to be. That's my doubt. She was certain. But she very much sort of came in and was like, it's the hottest day. Friday's the hottest day of the year. And I was like, yes. And then it's like this silent sort of stone face of the conversation is over. And so she turned around and said the same thing to this other fella. Right, well, what were we doing? Let's just have a double check of my energy cells. Excellent. Got to remember how to play this game. I'm failing to remember how to play this game. It's fine. I do know how to play this game. Okay, so location data completed and 2 of 2 missions. The Banshee is 100% completed. Whether I'll need to go back to the Banshee at some point, I don't know. But the Banshee itself is 100% completed. So here we've got the on-call, which we did have a little pootle around. But we're only 82% explored, and there is apparently a second mission in there. So I'm leaning towards just complete that one. It's interesting. It's not feeling too difficult to 100% each derelict. Now, granted, there may be a shit ton of derelicts and some extra twists in there somewhere, but at this point, it's like, okay, I think we can probably 100% some of these areas. So I think in order to finish off those little blips there, I'll probably want to start at the front of the ship here, go to the scanner, and then if I go there and then hit the scanner, yeah, that's the one. Beep, beep. And then there is an enemy there, so we'll go attack this man, or talk to this man, I suppose. As you enter the hall, you see a person waving at you. For some reason, you are unable to contact the stranger, who suddenly pulls a glow stick and starts drawing in the air, writing the letters. It's going to be the hottest day of the year on Friday. Are you interested? No. No, I am not. I-A-H-2-I-U-A. I-A-2-I-U-A. I'm seeing if I can work out what he's intending behind those letters. I don't think I can. So, but there you go. I-A-H, no. I hate you. What is that? He points his finger at himself and the bright fading letters. He mimics a gunfight, strikes himself in the head and lifts his hands over his ears and then covers his mouth. You assume he has been attacked, causing his transmitter to malfunction. Oh, okay, this is taking me nowhere. Goodbye. Oh, fair enough. I didn't think... Okay. I guess that'll do. It just seems a bit unfair to sort of... Oh, hello. Enemies, though, this time. Boop, boop. Filthy scavengers detected. Prepare to fight. Okay, what do we have? Lethal shot. Always nice. Oh, lethal shot, actually, I think. 15 damage, 10 shield and 4 doodars. Means that lethal shot is, in fact, lethal. Most pleasing. Although maybe I got a little bit sort of, oh, look, I can attack it for death. Maybe I should have considered being slightly more strategical, but nah. What we've got? Quick strike. Play another melee attack. That's probably the better option. Punch him in the face. Punch him in his little eye. Although you've only really just sort of collided with the... oh, interesting. I've had my vulnerabilities detected. No! Why were you having... What? I don't like that. I don't want that. I don't like it at all. Single strike. Oh, very irritating. And also he evaded, which is, in truth, more irritating. Pew! I have the focused beam. Burst fire, probably the better bet. Probably best to do the one that's not evading, maybe. That feels like a sensible choice. This looks like sci-fi Darkest Dungeon. It is a little bit. Yeah, it's got elements. I don't think it's quite as roguelike, or roguelite. I can never remember the difference or tell which it's supposed to be. But it's not quite got that sort of start, repeat. Although, having said that, everybody can die and you can replace them. I just haven't had them die yet, so... Do you know what? You might be more onto it than I gave you credit for a moment. Either way, it's a fun little turn-based game that has a pleasant sort of atmosphere and well, I say pleasant atmosphere, everything's trying to kill you and you're on derelicts, but apart from all of that, oh, big swing. The only thing I don't like about this game, and you can see it there, is that swing stance he's got is very strange. It's more, that's rather than having a solid swing, that's more I've just jumped up in the air sort of position. So I'm not quite sold. Like, that one's okay. And the general artwork, don't get me wrong, like, this style I absolutely adore. I'm loving the way they're positioned in battle. Just in here, it's brilliant. The enemies got a nice design as well and a nice graphic style. So it's not just a sort of sweeping, I don't like the art. It's some of the specific poses and choices they've made. And I'm talking with my hands a lot, despite the obvious fact that you can't see my hands. But it's fine. Try and take out the shield, but with that evasion situation. Oh good, took out some health as well, nice. Oh, and you've also got that, so you can just keep shooting. You could have just done a quad shot then, couldn't you, mate? Really, mate? But there you go. Wow, see, like here as well, like, I don't like the way it's trimmed. I like the comic book aesthetic, I just don't quite like the way it's been trimmed there. So there's bits and pieces where it's like, yes, this is fantastic. And then other bits that are like, I'm not so sure about this. This is something where it's like, But in terms of gameplay, that's all in terms of just the art style and stuff. In terms of gameplay, I absolutely fucking love this. This is brilliant. It's a very entertaining game. This pain killing me. Hard to breathe. Help me. I don't have painkillers, I don't think. Hard to talk. I am. I think when they christened me, someone just sort of stuttered and got confused. Painkillers, not enough. This medicine dispenser, for some reason, empty. I'm feeling extreme pain. Can't move like a bullet. Pierced my stomach. Please find my friend Avish. That is probably what he's doing. I'll find him. Hang on, buddy. I'll find your friend because I'm fairly certain. Do we think this is Avishar? I feel like this is Avishar. I might be wrong, but we'll see. The mute stranger waves at you and draws a question mark. Looking for Avi. You use your suit's glow stick and draw in the air. Avi. It consumes some of your energy. Fuck off. It's a glow stick. It's a glow stick. One property of a glow stick is it glows by itself. It doesn't use energy. I mean, it does, but it's a chemical energy contained within the glow stick. Okay. The stranger grabs the stick and writes. Oh, unless that is meant to be no, I don't know. 10 energy for that. On what? Okay, fine. You write a big question mark with the glow stick. The stranger repeats the same pattern. The blurred letters are hard to read. You're not even sure if the letters are even right. Let's have a look at these letters again. You used your energy to crack the glow stick. I guess it was a bit stiff. Oh, it must have been very stiff. These are super power suits. Using 10 energy on a glow stick seems extreme. M.T. Because I'm assuming the free... I suppose... No, the free's unlikely to be a B, is it? But you can't really... And I suppose maybe he is just looking at it backwards, but... If we consider the 2s to be S's... M start C. M start C. M start C. M start C. Oh, unless it's meant to be free M's. No, it can't work either, does it? Because otherwise that would be Tut Y. Which I don't think is going to be a word. Oh, I think you're up to something. Well, he's definitely up to something. It's just I'm not getting it. Which I suppose arguably there is an option for still not getting it. So fuck it, I'm still not getting it. You write repeat. The stranger writes the same text again slowly. Okay. M30. Yeah. into the yeah. Is it some sort of code? Why would you write in code if you're trying to get someone's attention who you know doesn't have the code? That would be silly. I've got plenty of energy, so I can keep wasting. Where is Avi? Avi? 3M. Okay. So maybe freeze are eyes. Or, yeah, so I'm. Okay, I'm. So freeze are eyes. So I'm Stacy. The man's name is Stacy. Now, finally, we're getting somewhere. Hello, Stacy. No, his name is Avi, obviously, because he points at himself. Sure. God, Christ. I mean, quite clearly he's Avi. So, or at least he's trying to say he's Avi. Is it some sort of code? I mean, it's not, but... Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Is it upside down? Hobome. Yes. I will try where is Avi. You right, Avi? He's just doing that again. Okay. Are you using actual letters? Ah, interesting. Are you using actual letters? You write strange letters. Suddenly the stranger slaps himself on the head as if he had figured out something important. Then he turns around and starts writing. This time the words actually make sense. Yes, that's me. Avishai. So... What? Was he meant to be doing it in a different language then or something? Oh well. Eminem in pain. And Nemnin in pain medicine. As soon as he reads the message, Avishai grabs a medicine dispenser, gives it to you, and makes hasty gestures. But wait, sorry. I thought he was like... Oh, I suppose we're... But I thought he was like a fair distance away. I suppose if his communicator's not working, I suppose it's fine. But I genuinely thought there was a fairly big gap between us, but still. That's my interpretation, and it was wrong, clearly. Probably urging you to return to Anonymnim as quickly as possible. I'll give this to Anonymnim. Don't you worry. Although I have burnt a lot of energy trying to talk to you, you bellend. And it turns out the phrase, is it a code, is the correct one. Because the man was a moron. You return, what about the medicine? Have it right here. Anonymnim. Plugs the dispenser into his suit and you hear a long, relaxed breath. That was a close one. The pain would have killed me soon enough if you hadn't arrived. I must have packed my medical reserves into Avi's bag by mistake. I've told Avishai a million times that he should get this transmitter fixed. And after this, he definitely has no excuses. What was causing the horrible pain? We won't give... unless I'm allowed to after this question, we won't give Avishai a hard time about his stupid system of words. It's a common disease called dysmonarch syndrome. Nearly half the population in the mirror world suffer from it, and normally the effects are way more milder. Just a mild headache or so. Unfortunately, I happen to suffer from the Horton's variation of the disease, which is described to cause the strongest pain one could possibly experience. I was lucky to have you bring the drugs from Avi, otherwise I would have died of shock. Why couldn't he bring it himself? I guess I owe you one explanation. We just had it stolen, my father's neuronic tectoplate, and came here to stash it. My father is a CEO in a wealthy enterprise. We were in need of cash. I was checking the area in case we would be followed while Avi went to hide our loot. He must have been in the middle of camo-cryption process when you found him. The encryptor has to stay in the proximity of the object, otherwise the encryption will eventually fade. Nothing suggested that an accident was about to happen. Oh, is that why as well? I think that's the explanation for why he was gobbledygook as well. You going to return to your friend now? I sound like you. I know, I've only got one American voice, and it's not even that American. I'm too exhausted to move. My energy reserves are okay, so I think I'll rest for a short while. Please return to Avashai and tell him I'm okay, and that he's an ass. He'll give you a reward for saving me. You can have these energy cells, I've got plenty left of them. That's excellent, because I'm going to need the energy cells, considering you two Burks have had me running around, wasting my energy, and having to waste my energy on pissing glow sticks. Avashai writes, Anna, okay. Anna, okay. Anna, okay. Anna, okay. Anna, I'm going to strike you. I'm going to hit you. And then you're going to turn into a smooth criminal. He is okay. You're an ass. Anna promised me a reward. You're going to write all that in glow sticks. Anna, okay. You ass. Reward. Fair enough. I mean, it's a little bit ass most deaf. Here, owe you. Nice. Excellent. Bye. You son of a bitch. A snappy, steady destructor. Should try and investigate some of these. Where's my bloody... Oh, it's in the PDA, isn't it? That's the one. So, that's a level 1 heavy melee. Melee. Whoops. No. That's the wrong button. Heavy melee. I was going to say, it's not as good. 8 damage, 1 initiative, 9 damage. Stunning blow. Yeah, it's not particularly good. We'll move it down there. Oh. Interesting. I could have sworn... Oh, it's because I've got the sword turned on. Okay, fair enough then. That's fine. Tech tool. I don't think we have a tech tool. You've got a weapons tool. You've got a mental tool. And you've got a scavenger's tool. So none of those are very good. Okay, no, that's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Let's go down here. We've still got a fair amount of energy in the tank. So let's just do a little scan. No, I think we're okay. I think we just want to pootle on down to here. You never know when we're going to get attacked, but... Oh, we could go attack something ourselves. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? A little bit dangerous, but... Oh, okay. There, no. I don't, oh, there we go. Shalak no Shianiaga! I will fight the Cobra Guard. I shall fight Cobra Kai. Who's next? Yeah, those two are next. So, I am an inspiration to you all. You can do it. You can do the dirty punch. Ooh, look at it. It's dirty. And you don't want it. Provoking strike. Go. Provoke it or kill it. See, he's very sort of dainty-footed there, which I suppose is no bad thing. For a big man, having dainty feet is quite a boon. But it does still just... It feels like he should be a bit more solid on the ground with his stances, rather than being sort of very dainty in the air. Level 1 Energy Blade mod. I believe I do have an Energy Blade. I don't know if I've used all of its mod slots, though. Yeah, Energy Blades here. Level 1. I've got 2 level 1s. Those are Double Strikes and Evasion. That's Extra Evasion, Deflective Stance, Parry, and Double Strike. Plus an extra armor. I do feel like it's slightly better, but then it does mean I sort of... Again, I feel like I'm bloating. I'm bloating something drastic. And that's not great news. But I think it feels like it's a good shout, despite the fact that I'm saying, because statistically it's giving me a fairly heavy amount. Ding dong. I think I'm probably going to have to leave and come back, but for now we'll try and pop down here. Oh, we've encountered Gutsers. Join us. Be one of us. Wonder what the fuck their story is. Because I'm assuming they're obviously sort of zombies. Let's inspire the troops once again. I am your glorious leader. Oops, not the button I was looking for. I think it's probably got to be Dirty Punch. Dirty Punch. I'm going to punch you in the dirty. Try and just take out the weaker of the two. I don't know how much in terms of their weakness it would make a difference. I mean, what are you? You are minus 50 to hit. Okay. And then if I can get a stunning blow on that guy, there's a chance, a slim one, but a chance. Oh, I can do another one. Oh, in that case, I'll just kill that one. I didn't realise I was going to get a second go. I was energised in some fashion and got a second turn. But there we go. It's worked out for the stun. Excellent. Single strike. Yeah, I think just all attacks now. All attacks right now. Throw everything I've got at it. I still think Dirty Punch. Especially. Oh, actually, no. Quick Strike into Dirty Punch. Although Dirty Punch alone would have killed it. But do you know what? I look at the optimal pattern of events to get me the most damage. I don't look at their health bars. I should probably look a lot more at the health bars. It's fine. Oh, Militant's Grenade Explosive. So I get Explosive Grenade and a Concussive Grenade. I feel like that sounds like the sort of thing I want on my big friend Gennady. Can I? No, I can't. I think I established that last week. Heavy melee tool. Oh, okay. So I can actually... Yeah, if that's a mod, I can just pop it... Oh, no. Okay, maybe not then. Oh, I see! That's a level 1 ranged weapon mod. Oh, okay. Oh, so you can have grenades. Oh, dear. You can have more cards. You've definitely got too many cards now. If I was unsure before, I'm feeling certain now that you have more than enough cards. Okay, Shield Core mod. We actually could do with a Shield Core mod. So I think it's probably going to go to me. Because I'm me. So Shield Hardener, although having said that, I got a lot of cards. Everybody here's got a lot of cards, in fairness. I'll tell you what though, Gennady, you have already technically got a Shield Hardener. And a parry. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take it because I've already got a shitload of cards. So the deck bloat is going to be less troublesome for me than it is for anything else. 70 energy. I really could do with just getting up there. But I don't think I'm going to make it because I've pretty much run out of energy. Can I? Oh no, it's the surrounding area. So, yeah, 49. I'm going to have to use an energy tank, but it doesn't seem worthwhile exiting and coming back just for this one square. There we go. 84, yeah. Do we have Littlen? We'll use a Littlen, try and not waste too much energy. And theoretically, when I return to station and check the map next time I exit, I will discover that I have... when I deal with... fill my energy reserves first, and then sell my bits. Energy Blade mod. Oh yeah, I'm satisfied with the Energy Blade mod I've got. That one was not good. That one I can't use. That one I didn't check, but I'm fine getting rid of it. Sell all the junk, and then I've got 2 spacey fellas. Did I do anything in the lair? No. Little shame, but I suppose that's fine. But now 100% explored and 2 out of 2 missions. Right, I will be back momentarily, and we'll do another. We'll find another place to go. Right, so we've done Banshee and we've done On-Call. So I'm thinking probably Volarize. Yeah, that's a little bit outside of my remit. Taranos or Luthium. Well, Luthium is only level 2, so I feel like Luthium is probably the most logical way to go. Whoosh! It's a shame they couldn't... Little sort of spaceshipy animation whilst it was loading there. Would have been quite nice. Goddamn bits of paper. The most annoying thing is, of course, I need all the windows open because... Oh, it's hot! But, of course, it keeps blowing. All of the windows, they are blowing. Nice. And as far as I can tell, that means there's nothing on the verge of that. So we'll go there first. Search this up. You've got me a medical tool. Unfortunately, I don't have a medical man, so a medical tool is of no real significance to me. But I suppose the game just gives you stuff. I really wish... Okay, I suppose maybe it's a deliberate choice. I'm not sure I appreciate it as a good choice if it is deliberate. But I don't like the way the search is like takes different places all the time. But still, it would be nice if it was just like a larger button in the middle. But I'm wondering if maybe they've gone with some kind of... Well, you have to search for the search button. You gotta search for the search button inside yourself. You've got to... That's right. So I don't think I've got a light ranged weapon anymore, but I will just double check. My boy might have one still. Because you've now got a precision ranged weapon, which is not that. You've got an assault ranged weapon, which again is not that. So no, I do not have the weapon you're looking for. You are going to have to go elsewhere for your weaponing needs. Scanning, scanning, scanning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop down there first, so that we can find out what's there. I mean, I could go and investigate that enemy, but I think we'll try and sort of tackle this corner here, because it's interesting. You see, like, it was there on one occasion, it was there on this occasion, now it's over here. A little bit... Oh, quest pile, useless trash. I'll take it, if it's part of my quest. I clearly didn't pay attention to which quest it was a part of, but still. Search over there. Another trash pile, excellent. Whatever quest I've got to do with trash piles even. Pile of trashy quests. Filth, filth, filth. All I see is filth. Must keep it together. Must take the dirt away. Friend or foe, here to spit and splash. I don't mess around. Exactly. Grunge stands for danger. Purity is goody good. This derelict is too big for tiny, tidy tank like me to take care of alone. My comrades went insane eons ago. How unprofessional of them to leave a work unfinished. Unprofessional, I say. Could you be my new cleaning class hero? Bring me all the garbage you'll find for further validation, and I will offer you the title of the honored psycho-social cleaner of the derelicts, with necessary gimmicks included. You know what? I promise to bring you all the trash I can find. On the right track, comrade. I'm leaving now. Well, that explains why trash is a quest item. Let's pop up one and scan. And then over here might be some trash. It's not. It's thorium fragments. Don't know what a thorium fragment does, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually. Oh, there's an enemy in the next quarter. Yay! Collect free trash piles. Oh, hello. We did actually... Beep, boop. Filthy scavengers. Well, I do have a lot of trash on me, so I suppose I've got to at least be a touch filthy. Ooh. They are all going to go next. So what is the unwavering stance? Protect 100% for 3 turns. Ooh. Stun resistance, but Oh, 20% damage resistance as well. That's not so bad, but I think we'll go deflective stance and hope they target him rather than trying to guarantee he gets targeted. Because I think if I can spread the damage, or he gets targeted and sort of strikes back, that's going to be optimal. However, of course, every time I do that deflective stance, he never gets targeted. I wonder, are the AI just that little bit too good at figuring out what I'm doing? Anyway, they're all exactly the same, so I'll tell you what, we'll just sort of punch that man repeatedly. Oh, yes. Frag grenade, I suppose, if it's my only choice. Because one of my cards was taken away from me. It's sort of, it gets a slight haziness to it. I think it's a status element. Lethal shot, oh yes. Yes, I think a lethal shot is the one. Yeah. And I think it's got to be 777. Doesn't technically matter whether it was the middle 7-7 or the top 7-7, the bottom 7-7, but either way, it was not worth using a 15 damage on a 4 health one, especially considering you made the silly mistake of battering my leader. I always forget that lasts longer than a single turn. That's a very good thing. Ripping strike. 20% chance to puncture. Well, he's not actually going to hit flesh, so we might as well stick with the dirty punch. Oh no, it's dirty. That should be death. Maybe not. I'm not sure if he had. See, that pose, that stance was a lot better. And I know, I suppose I shouldn't keep discussing it, but it's just one of those oddities. Oh, that's an assault ranged weapon. We'll take those and have a look at that, because Jarrow is an assault weapons person. So steady shot, double shot, and it's level 1. Well, that's level 3 and that's level 2, so I somehow suspect 1% focus and weaponry. Yeah, it's not as bad as I assumed it was going to be, but I equally don't think it's worthwhile equipping him with it. Let's wander into that corner and try and finish off the scan there. Wander into this corner and try to finish off the scan there. And now we'll check out this little area. I'm checking out the area. Protective node. A shield core modification. Nice. We do need more shield core modifications. Jarrow, you want a shield core modification? So it gives me 6% damage resistance, which is always going to be good. And a protective sphere. Allies protect 25%. Self-protector. Effect ends after 3 turns or when shields deplete. Right. I feel like protector is a key word that I would need to know. Oh, I was going to give it to me again, but I've already technically got one, so it seems a little bit. Joe, I'm going to swap things a little bit, because that parry. Oh, okay, no, not quite what I thought, but I still think the parry goes a bit better with my brute force man. And now let's go talk to Mr. Trashikins. Hello, Mr. Trashikins. I've got you, Trash. Come on, what made it, Trash? Check this out. How dirty! Honoured psychosocial cleaner of the Derelicts. I highly appreciate your performance. I'll just assemble the dirt you've removed from the corridors here on the top of all the other matter I've gathered and hand you a reward. You won't get rid of the junk? All matter is immortal and holy. You can't let it lay low anywhere. Keep it in one exact spot, and everything is fine. But here's your reward. If you happen to find more around your trash, you can bring them to me. Keep it clean. Keep it clean, son. Keep it clean. Never filthy. Always clean. Dink, dink, dink. Well, we'll investigate. I suppose actually that's a dead end. I was going to say, are these going to link back? The answer is no, because that's a dead end. We should have enough energy to a certain extent. Although we are still gathering a lot of trash, and therefore It's an awkward situation. Oh, petrified alien limbs, petrified alien heads, and a force field shield node. Level 2 power glove mod. Interesting. Double bash. Well, we do have a force glove, so it's probably at least slightly worthwhile. Having a look. Seal. Yours is a level 2. Anything obvious to get rid of? No. So we've got... This one is a bash. This one's 2 bash. 4% evasion, 13% chance to stun. It's 5% in armour. You only get 1 bash. But then, arguably, I've got better things than bash, so only having 1 bash is actually slightly beneficial to me. Or at least I would say so. It's very much a thing I would think of. Search for the search button. I don't have a light ranged weapon, so I'll take all and sell it in the not too distant future. Oh yeah, I'm selling the shit. Got a new landing zone. Ranged weapon mod. Aimed shot. 2% crits. Well, once more, due diligence feels like a thing that would be beneficial. Me. Level 4 precision mod, level 1. Oh, of course, that's the grenade. Excuse me. Apparently I'm tired. So, this is the light ranged weapon. 18% chance of drawing a card when shooting with a linked core. I don't know what a linked core is, unless it's when I was handcuffed to a member of the band The Cause, which was a hell of an experience. Also, a completely falsified experience. Oh, that's... Oh, right. That's not even... Oh, that's the light range. No, I'm confused. That's precision ranged. So does that count? Or is that... Oh, no, that is... I see, so ranged... So would that count? No. No, okay. But that does. So 2% crit versus free weaponry. I feel like the free weaponry might be better, because I think the weaponry thing... Yeah, extra damage on your weapon cards. Yeah, it's probably worthwhile keeping that. So I get the impression that red one possibly has nasty people. I'm there, aren't I? So, ping! And then, yeah, there's certainly a signal. Yeah, fuck it. We'll tackle them. We'll tackle the nasty slavers. Surrender, or I'll drag your bloody corpse home with me. I'm going to prepare to fight, you son of a bitch. Oh, my Rakhar Growl. That might not be a terrible idea. Although, having said that, I think inspiration might work nicely for me again. This shit'll come as a shock. Dirty punch. Quick strike. Quick strike. Oh, I see. You're slightly easier to kill. Yeah, I still don't think I'm going to be able to kill you, but you're easier to kill, therefore I think it's worthwhile. Chucking everything at this man. Gonna slam him in the face. Unfortunately, his shield very much embraced it all. Okay, well, we'll stun you, because we'll use the same principle we used previously, which is he's got less chance to hit me, and you've now got no chance to hit me. So I feel like that's the best way of doing it. And then you can be taunted and have to hit the big man. Oh! Or, like greased lightning. Lethal bitch. I am truly a lethal bitch. Yes, I am. I am the most lethal bitch you'll ever see. And now I'm gonna slice your friend. I'm gonna slice him in twain. I'm gonna find something to do with Mark Twain. And then slice him up and put him in the pages. Because I think Mark Twain was an author. I'm willing to be proven wrong. Come on, you... Oh, that's a proper crunchy looking image there. Do. I think it's gonna be worth Maybe... no, shields recharge at the end of the battle anyway. So we'll use the Rakar growl. Rakars are strange creatures. Rip and tear. Smash him in the face. Make him cry little tears. I don't think he was supposed to be crying, in fairness. I think he was supposed to just be bits flying off his armour. But I'm going to interpret that I punched him to tears. Medical tool, no consequence. Assault ranged mod. I mean, fully automatic. Might not go amiss. So this is the full automatic. Okay. That's it. That's how you do it. I was wondering. You actually have to click on it and then this screen stays up. So compare. Okay, excellent. Right. Oh, this is a lot easier, isn't it? Level 3 assault ranged mod. And then this one. So this one, yeah, I'd say this one is the better of the two. Because I get the same amount of focus but extra weaponry. And I get a quick shot, which I think quick shot is fantastic. And I get full automatic fire. Which is fires 10 shots? 20 to 30% weapon damage. I mean, 20 to 30% is quite a diminish, but nonetheless. Oh, interesting as well, yeah. Oh, that's a sexy little upgrade, methinks. Which direction do we feel? Oh, I can't actually zoom out any further. Let's go to the back of the ship, or what I'm interpreting as the back of the ship. I cannot guarantee this. I'm sort of interpreting these front, almost Millennium Falcon style. This is sort of the front area. Obviously the Millennium Falcon technically is off on the side, and then their front forks, but still. The forks are nonetheless the front of the ship, and I'm suggesting this is the back of the ship. Somewhere along the line, I'm fairly certain I'm making sense, but I cannot guarantee this fact. Materials, and not even useful as a club. Well, that's because it's destroyed. If you put the money in, you might be able to revitalise that club and make profit. Warming up the vacuum engine. Oh dear. Please don't do that. He'll suck me off. What a nasty little man. I think I'm going to just kill him. I know everything is going to be killed eventually, but I looked at my tracking meter and it's like, yep, this is very killable territory. I get 3 attacks before he even gets a chance to fight back. And therefore, he dead. Easy peasy. Lemony squeezy. Lemony snickets. Oh, Dolly. We're closing on that level. Are we closing on level 3 or level 4? I feel like we are level 3. We were closing in on level 4. We've also completed the end of that map area. So let's puttle on down to this man here and see what he is. You discover an alien device. Take a closer look. Of course, naturally. You inspect the device, which appears to be an operational virtual monitor. It starts to talk to you. Testing mental capabilities. Want to participate? Oh, I could just start scavenging the machine. Yeah? Gyro succeeded in scavenging challenge. Ooh, I suppose he is a scavenger in fact, isn't he? The machine doesn't have time to react before you've completely stripped off everything useful. The machine is also permanently destroyed. Oh, well, what did I actually get from that? I'm not sure what I actually got in terms of stuff. Oh, is it this thing? Level 2 tech tool. No, you're a scavenging tool, so no, tech tool's useless to me. So maybe I should have participated in the intelligence scenario, but never mind. I've trashed it and scavenged it now. You find a desolate console with a note attached to it. Fix the bloody thing. Now, don't go messing it up again, Dunkelheit. Just get the data and deliver it to your boss. And stop taking naps when you have a job to do. Regards, the plumber. Download the data. Of course. Downloading the data is effortless. The plumber sure knows alien computers. Okay. It's time for me to leave. Oh, yeah. I've got my astral sphere. Let's search this place. A broken energy cell, that's a shame. But it's all worthwhile scrap for sale. I think I'm probably going to have to use an energy tank, but I think we'll try and just finish off the area. And that way, we'll go there. Is that enemies? Yeah. Sensory output detects filthy organics. Must clean. Must clean. Must clean you. You will be cleaned. Inspiration. We are dirty scavengers. Our dirt cannot be cleaned by the likes of these foul monstrosities. To arms, my fellows. To arms. Steady shot, yes. Yes. Just shoot that man, I don't care. Fully automatic. Pews! Many pews. Limited effect, but many pews. And that is church. There are many pews, but each one has limited effect. The janitor is coming in with his little poking stick. He poked me slowly, he poked me quick. Oh Lord, does he have to poke me so much? No, he doesn't have to, but he wants to. He really fucking wants to punch you. Punch you in the tip, punch you in the ass. Anywhere soft for his little punching hands. Even I can't try and get hands and ass to rhyme, I don't think. Woo! See, he's not even facing the right direction and he's happy. That sounded oddly inspirational, didn't it? He's not even facing the same direction and yet he's happy. What does this tell you, children? What does this tell you? You don't always have to go with the crowd. You don't have to go with the flow. Sometimes turning around and facing the opposite direction can make you happy. Wise, sagely words. Wise, sagely words. Oh, I wonder if scrapping that machine got me a load of energy, because I don't remember using a tank, unless it uses tanks automatically, in which case, fine. I was going to use one anyway, it doesn't make too much difference. But, yeah. Would slightly concern me if it starts using shit by itself. Emanates a low grumbling as it crawls towards you. We are wormlings, we are wormlings. We're gonna try to eat your... something that rhymes with wormlings. Something... Kidlings? Kidlings. Kidlings. Punching! We're gonna eat your punchings! Yes. Yes, you are. You're also going to get smacked. Get smacked by my giant fuck-off weapon. I can't quite tell if it's meant to be an axe or a bludgeoner. Because it's got that little... it's got like a jaw on it, which is weird to me. Yeah, see? It's a very peculiar weapon. But it seems when he whacks people, that jaw closes. Maybe at some point he has something that where he uses it more as a jaw. Oh, there's a search available there. Search for the hero inside yourself. Assault range weapon. Ooh. It's definitely not terrible, but I'm 99% certain it's not as good as the one I've already got. So, good lord, 2 enemies for the price of 1. Upon entering the room, you face some bloated insects. They flare up and start puffing up clouds of noxious-looking gas. Looks like we're going to have to fight these bastards. Oh, I suppose in the battle I possibly ended up having to use my energy, because of course you use energy in battle as well. I always forget that, but every turn I think it's like 10 energy, which is, yeah, not necessarily something I like, but it's, I suppose the whole game is based around this energy system, so that's not that surprising. Stop firing your poo gas at me. I don't like it. No, please. Tell you what, let's use my temporary cover. I've now got temporary cover, and now gonna go fully automatic. Hotshot. Oh, that wasn't bad amount of damage, that. It doesn't look like it's a lot, but it's because the little ticky numbers seem to take forever to catch up. I think it's probably going to be just... Yeah. Well, he's actually got 2 shots anyway, but yeah, just wipe that one out because it needs to be gone. And then... Oh, that's interesting. I seem to have lost one of my cards. But, yeah, okay, so blocks next 3 attacks. Okay, yeah. Block isn't necessarily what I would have liked from a parry. If you've got to call something parry, I would have expected that to be a sort of strike back. I realise technically the act of parrying is deflecting with your blade, but usually, you know, that would be a block. Whereas a parry, I don't know, for me, parry has a suggestiveness of this is going to do a counter attack as well. Probably. Just me there, interpreting parry in a different fashion. What is this? Minus 15% damage resistance. That's a good thing. At least I think so. Yeah, because that should have been 12 when it was 14. So that's not bad. But I think I am. Yeah, I'm losing that left card. I think, but I'm not wrong. Yeah. Okay. No, I think lethal strike is absolutely perfect. Ooh, I mean 35% chance of lethal, and there's a me turn, so I think. Oh, beautifully done. Such a dancer's leg there. He just aim shot you, beauty. I was slightly concerned you weren't going to have an attack, but you marvelous chap, you wonderful boy. You are the one to, I don't know, design my toys. Tech tool, meh. Power gloves, fairly certain not better than that. Scavenging tool. That might be worthwhile in investigation. Okay, so that's a level 1. Only +3 scavenging, so it could be worthwhile. Especially because that would be another attack, which is not terrible. And then this one, 4 scavenging, 5 energy efficiency. That feels like it's worthwhile keeping. So I'll tell you what, yeah, I'm going to equip that one over the top of that other one. Hello, Mr. Chester Phoenix. Welcome to the Hodgepodge of Hilarity, where we are doing Deep Sky Derelicts. Filth! Filth has boarded the ship. Initiate the cleansing program. Clean them all. Clean it all. We will clean you to death. So which one's the janitor captain? You over there. Darkest dungeon in space. And there you go. That confirms Mr. Buttnuts' earlier sentiment, which was exactly the same, or practically the same thing. This looks like sci-fi Darkest Dungeon. And you've just come in and gone, oh yes, Darkest Dungeon in space. I'm going to do some damage, but then I'm not going to be able to kill that one. Whereas with the other two, I might be able to kill that one. So I think my best bet is headshot that guy and prepare for a later kill. And then he just gets away with doing whatever the fuck he pleases. Because there's very little I can do to stop that. Oh, gosh darn it. Dirty Punch. I don't think he's going to do shit. Well, I mean, Burst Fire physically can't do it enough. So, Dirty Punch and hope for the best. No, he's still going to be alive, isn't he? Oh, bastard. Little bastard. Oh, frag grenades though. Yes. Because that starts doing a chunk of change to the other two, whilst also doing something to killing the middle one. But it's interesting, yeah, the idea of Darkest Dungeon, certainly aesthetically and play-wise a little bit. It's not quite, I said this earlier, I don't think it's quite as roguelike-y. But then I did correct myself in the fact that I think my characters can happily die if they really wanted to. I'm ideally going to stop that, but nonetheless, it's very much one of those ones where they can die, and you would have to bring in a new guy from the tavern, I suppose, or it's not really it's not considered a space bar, I suppose, which is technically a tavern, but It's less of a tavern than originally thought. Oh, he couldn't quite get the kill. That's a shame. What do we want to do? Who are you? Okay, probably better just to kill you then. Yeah, provoking strike, just to kill him. But yes, it's nowhere near as difficult as Darkest Dungeon as well. Or at least so far. So far, it's not felt as difficult as Darkest Dungeon. Shall we try this protective sphere? See precisely what it's doing? I mean, I've got like an assumption as to what it's doing, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, interesting. So I think he took a bit off the shield to defend him slightly more. Nice. Many games are not as difficult. No, it's very rare that a game is as difficult as Darkest Dungeon. But yeah, it is kind of put off when it's card-based. I mean, I quite like it. The card-based stuff hasn't bothered me that much. So, yeah, I don't know. Because you do sort of... You don't... It's not necessarily like deck building as such. But there is an element of a little deck building. I don't know. Do you know what? It's kind of unique. Kind of unique, you know, in a way, I would say. Oh, that's just a dilithium source, excellent. Because basically what you've got is, so if we look at my friend here, Gyro, so I think, yeah, so I think the entire deck is made up of all of these cards. So as his ranged weapon, he's got the repeater. 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 Thought I'd get in there first. But so the repeater gives me a... Oh, I can't do the trick I was hoping to do. Balls. Anyway, it gives me the single shot, the burst fire, and the burst fire. Then you can attach these mods, and here I get double shot and steady shot, and here I get quick shot and full automatic. And then he gets his power glove, which allows him to do melee attacks, and again you get the mods that give him extra cards. This mod, of course, doesn't give you extra cards, it just gives you extra stats, which can be beneficial, because as you can see, I've got a fairly heavy amount of cards. My main character has a huge volume of cards, which is... but still. As there was a big wave hitting of indie games having card mechanics for no reason at all, so I might have been being unfair. Yeah, I think the card mechanics in this work nicely. I really do. Do I want to... I mean, I'm not actually going to be able to make it out no matter what, so I think I'm going to have to pop an energy tank. And at that point, if I'm popping energy tanks, I might as well carry on to the front of the ship and hopefully complete this area. Because I think I've done the sub-quests for this area as well, so I think I may do the entire thing in one go. So, weapon tool mod, critical amplify attack, 7% damage, interesting. Are they both? Yeah, they are both weapon tools, interesting. Pulse grenades, let's compare that to the regular grenades. Yeah, the regular grenades, 5 base damage, 3 adjacent enemies, tech and medical disruption for 2 turns. They are sort of... They're less damage, but they're more than the grenades I've got. Oh, and he doesn't have a second one. Oh, in that case, well, he can have a second one. And then what we'll do is compare that one to the ones we've got. So that would increase the damage. Technically, well... I will go with weapon amplifier over that. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent, but it's what we've done, so it's there. It is now a thing. Okay, excellent. I think we've basically explored the whole area. We could go back to Trash Robot, but... I mean, I kind of want to deposit that trash to the Trash Robot, but I'm not going to be able to... I'd have to pop another energy tank, and that feels wasteful. Trundle back to the station. Pop in and out of demos. It's demo season again, I see. Or at least you've found some demos, even if it's not actually demo season. What demos are you playing? Sell all of the junk. Yes. Does that include the trash? No, because that trash is an actual quest item. So we will have to pop in and do that. It's Next Fest again. I'm gonna sell all the mods that I don't have a use for. It looks like you can mark them as trash, but yeah, it's just as quick to just ding, 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 and sell them all. Energy dealt with. I don't think we've actually taken any damage. No, good, excellent. Research workshop, probably worthwhile doing a couple of these at least. So scanner range, yes. Although that 15% energy cost. I suppose I have reduced my energy costs, I guess. Yeah, might be worthwhile doing. We'll pop the first one of those, and then pop the first one of those. Yeah, and then we've got some spare cash to deal with that. And then I guess we'll make sure it saves. I think it's auto-saving, but you never know. Dinky-doo. As I'm no longer working from home, I haven't had as much chance to play demos this time. So I've only played 14 of them. Which one has been your favourite so far? That may be a sort of leading question. Now that's interesting. I have only done one of 2 missions. So I'm going to launch myself again and see if I can give him more trash. And if that counts as a second mission. But not convinced. But then there doesn't appear to be any other. Oh, I see. Yes, local landing zone. That was my confusion. And now, see, the only sort of existing individual, I think. Oh, there was technically an enemy down there that I ignored. I could pop back and do that. But do you want more trash? Or let's stay a total cleaner of derelicts, maintaining purity standards. I got more trash. Perfect. Here's a bit of energy for you. Thanks, buddy. I'll bring you more trash some other time. Just have a wander in here. Oh, there we go. Weapons primed! Imitating combat protocol! Prepare to fight. I'm gonna kick your ass. And you're gonna like it. That's how good I'm gonna kick your ass. You're gonna beg me for more of an ass kicking. I do actually have 2 shots. Yeah, let's magnetic throw you. You're gonna be flung by my magnets. My magnets are mighty. And now I'm gonna go fully automatic on your ass. 9 for frag granadas. And wipe one out and do a chunk of change to the others. Toss a frag granada and your balls. Probably trepang. The 2 is meant to be squared. Okay. Trepang squared. But I don't know how to do that on my keyboard. No, I mean, I'm sure you're aware it probably will do it, but it's going to be one of your sort of alt then a key code, I suspect. But off the top of my head, I wouldn't know how to do that one anyway, either. It's an FPS game that's trying to emulate the original Fear, which is a game that interests me a lot. Have you played the original Fear? I quite enjoyed the original Fear. It wasn't really that scary for me, but I suppose I'm just too thick, I think, is the problem. It's like they try with their sort of like, oh, we're spooky, and oh, it's jumped out at you, but I'm sort of like, yep, no, I mean, it's just a bit dark in here, isn't it? And, oh, sir, I've got a gun. I think that's the problem Fear has with, like, actual Fear, is the simple fact that I've got a gun. And it's like, I was going to shoot you with my gun. You're dead now. There's nothing to fear here. But outside of that, I do quite like the sort of themes and stuff. I can't deny, I quite liked, I think, Fear 3. Very different game. Oh, okay. But I've not heard good things about 2 and bad things about 3. Oh, interesting. Okay, you're about to hear that I actually quite liked 3, if memory serves. Because I liked the fact that, I mean, I don't know how aware of the storyline you are, but, and it's been so long since I played it that I can't remember that much of it, but basically there's an element where I think in the first game you do a thing. I'll try not to spoil it in case you do end up playing it, but you do a thing, and then in the third game it explores you having done that thing, and that thing kind of comes back to literally haunt you. So I suppose arguably I've just revealed what you do as the thing in the first one. Because why would he be haunting you if you'd done anything? If you'd bought him a cake, he's not going to be able to haunt you, is he? Oh, you've bought me a cake! I'm haunting you for the rest of your days! No, it's quite obvious that he's dead. Otherwise he wouldn't be haunting. But yeah, I must admit, I think I played through all three of them fairly sort of back to back. And I quite enjoyed them as a sort of back-to-back experience. Oh, actually, do I have... No. So I think... Oh, I do have two shots anyway, so Dirty Punch is definitely a good start. And then just the ripping strike. Rip into him. Rip away, indeed. Because I think if memory serves, and again, it might not, you play a guy in the first game, I can't remember his name, apologies, but then the second game you play someone completely different, and it's like a completely different thing, and then the third game they pick up the tale of the original protagonist again. I'm willing to be proven wrong on that front, but I think that's the one. Trepang does a good job of emulating how the gunfights look in Fear. Complete with bullet time, yeah. The main character is called Point Man. Is that the one from Fear, or is that the one from Trepang? Because yeah, you might be right. I mean, you're right. Whatever you're trying to say, you're right. I don't mean to... I know it always sounds like I'm doubting people, but it's more my brain processing the information. But yeah, it's a very daft game. It's a daft name. The game is horror based, so it's not really daft. But yeah, as I say, I enjoyed the third one. I enjoyed sort of what it offered. But I think the first one is definitely more your style. I think you share very similar thoughts on FPSs to Mr. Caliber, and therefore I think the first Fear is more up your alley than the third one, because I think the third one brought in more sort of FPS bits from the time it was released, which is more of that sort of... I feel like the third one did introduce the idea of kind of dropping sort of dropping behind cover and being able to recharge. I think might have been in the third one, but I might be wrong. I do feel like the third one was easier. Whether that's true or not is impossible to tell. Honest scrapping. Here at Honest Hank's Scrap Palace, we're always looking to buy good parts for fair prices. Bring us free intact T-model janitor robot parts, and we'll compensate you more than fairly. Excellent. I've done your honest scrapping, sir. Super. So theoretically, again though, only one of two. Oh, I suppose because I haven't actually given him his research data. Where? Station Hall, that's it. I think this is the issue. I've not given him the actual data. Generally, I like FPSs that are faster paced, with Halo being the exception to that rule. Yeah, I certainly like fast pace. Ish. Yeah. I mean, I suppose Doom is a very good example, isn't it? Because that's fast paced and keeps you in the battle whilst being able to recharge your health in the battle and stuff. Whereas I think Fear is actually a little bit slower, if anything. Certainly the first one could be considered a little bit slower, but I might be wrong. Well, I suppose arguably if it's got the bullet time, it's definitely slower. But anyway, I have the Lithium Derelict. Got that data out of the Lithium Derelict. I was in luck since someone had affiliated with pirates had just fixed the console. Pirates have a tech expert with understanding of these alien computers. Curious. Regardless, well done in retrieving the data. Was there anything else? Any news regarding the data? Nothing right now. Bring more data and we'll make progress. Was there anything else? No. Time for me to get the shit out of there. Do. I'm gonna leave you right now. And then I think I did install my stuff. So I think it's just back out. Enter space. So we'll do at least one more. So the Banshee we did. The Lithium is now 2 of 2. Excellent. Fear seems to make up for that by having the bullet time and its enemy AR, which I think is one of the coolest parts of the game. What about the enemy AI was particularly good then? Again, it's been so many years since I've played the game, I stand no chance of actually remembering that much about it. So I do apologise for having suggested I've played the game and yet know nothing about it. But there you go, that's just the way my mind works. Or doesn't work, I suppose, is the more optimal way of putting it. Let's go to Talanos. Fancy a jaunt down Talanos. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Did the enemies move particularly differently? In Fear and Trepang. I'll have to have a look at Trepang. In fact, I may have broken the game, of course. That's always slightly annoying. But I remembered I have Steam open, of course, because I'm playing this game. So we might as well have a look up Trepang. Trepang Squared. Let's have a look here. Looky. Oh, we got a man by neck and a gun. I quite like that. Can't remember if they did that in Fear, but that's good. Being able to use a human shield is excellent. Oh, he's cracked that man in the nuts. Really gave his bollocks a real stomping. I don't necessarily think he was supposed to be giving his bollocks a real stomping, but that's what it looked like. And that's a weird shot they've got in one of these areas, because it's like, he's got his feet up and his hands up. I suppose he could be doing a little leapy, but it still looks strange. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. I don't know why I went into Knight Rider there. A mysterious group breaks you out from a heavily guarded black site. Your memories are gone, but your combat abilities are enhanced far beyond human limits. Fight back, find the truth, and face a threat even deadlier than yourself. Master your superhuman strength and speed to knock waves of heavily armed mercenaries into next week. Slow down time to dodge rapid-fire bullets and use cloaking to become invisible and snap your enemies' necks when they least expect it. Brutal melee combat. Oh, it does look sexy. It does look sexy. Square up to your enemies in close quarters melee combat and go full throttle in rapid fire gunfights. Punch, kick, slide, and deliver frenetic combos that reduce your foes to dust. Yeah, that's going on the old wish list, because that looks good. Oh, it's Team 17 as well, or at the very least the publisher is Team 17, which suggests they have confidence in it, and they usually release decent things under their flug. Under the flug, ooh, under the flug, ooh, down where it's wetter, darling, it's better, under the flug. They are famed for being some of the smartest in FPS games. Cheats. Yeah, but that's kind of what AI has to do. Certainly in video games, it has to it does have to sort of cheat, doesn't it? They're just very aggressive and the enemy is constantly talking. So it sounds like they're coordinating with each other. Trepang! As the call-out part, the AI feels like it might need a bit of work. Well, I suppose the benefit there is that it is a demo, which means they can sort of take any feedback from said demo and give it a sort of tweak and an adjustment to try and find out how to do it the best. The demo took me 40 minutes a beat, although it's a very big file. Yeah, a very big file is why I was... The thought crossed my mind of, I'll download and install. But I suspect it would kick the shit out of the internet for a prolonged period of time and therefore not be prudent at this point in time. But maybe if they're still going next week, I don't know how long the next thing is, but maybe I'll try and organise it for next week and actually have some of those demos to have a go at. Unfortunately, on this occasion, I was out this morning and had no idea about it, and therefore I've not been keeping up with Steam recently. Usually I, post 6 o'clock, I always open it up and have a look at what the sale items are. But truth be told, I've not been bothering the last... I've broken that habit somewhat. I suppose it's running out of money very much makes you break any habits based on spending money. So, the idea of, what's on sale? Don't matter. I ain't got no fucking money. So you break that habit very quickly. Picking up a customer in a place like this, I tell you, it's a joke. A really, really bad joke. Next Fest is a week. But some devs, sometimes devs keep their demos up after it, which I'm a fan of. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're going to put a demo up, you might as well just leave the demo up until at bare minimum, until the game is released. But even then, if the demo is still indicative of what to expect from the main release, I still think it's worthwhile them keeping these things up. But there you go. Picking up a customer, it's a pretty bad joke. You, the taxi driver, sent to pick up Hensel Jolas. Apparently I know this, so that's fine. I'm assuming this is another one of those quests that I picked up and have forgotten about from last week, but there you go. Yeah, exactly. It means that you know that you're going to give your players a demo. Your players are going to go, this is very good. I want the full thing. You take money. I have full thing. Thank you. It's such a weird thing that it's sort of gone out of fashion, almost. But I suppose arguably I still sort of... It's a shame in some ways that they don't still do that sort of magazine thing with all the demo discs, you know, the PlayStation. I never really had the PlayStation one, but I did have the Dreamcast one, where they had the Dreamcast discs, where they give you a load of demos and bits and pieces like that. And sometimes even like full levels from games. Because I remember, and I was going to try and find it when I was doing the Dreamcast special, I think, potentially. Or was it the... Oh no, it was a Christmas one. Because this is specifically a Christmas one. At Christmas, the Dreamcast magazine gave you a disc with a special Christmas level of Toy Commando on it. Toy Commander. I very much sort of slurred the end, but yeah, it's fantastic that they gave you a whole level of a game as this sort of bonus for Christmas, and it's really nice. And it's such a shame that sort of thing doesn't really exist anymore, does it? Certainly not. Well, I suppose some of the magazines have survived. Dreamcast magazine, obviously, not so much. But I don't think like PlayStation 4 has a magazine, or I suppose nowadays it would be PlayStation 5. At least I'm not convinced. But then again, I suppose I've not really been in a corner shop and looked at magazines for quite some time. So I suppose I am in fact the cause of my own woe. Shit. Yes, that's me. I was ordered to pick up our pure tone collector, Julius. We have to find her here. All signs point to her being here on this derelict, but so far she's eluded me. It's driving me crazy. You absolutely sure she's here? Look, I've been selected the best customer detector at Taxi Tannhauser ever since the transplanetary customs were set. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's here. I've run my energy reserves too close to zero scouting for this potential customer of mine, and I have to start heading back to my ship soon. If you find her, go ahead and tell her that I'm waiting. I'll keep my eyes open, despite the fact that I've got shades on. But I suppose in fairness you do have to keep your eyes open even in shades. It will make it more difficult to look around a dark derelict, I suspect. Oh, kill the enemies with my bits. Detecting infestation. Proceeding to purify. How dare you? I am not an infestation. Ow! Good lord, these guys are a little bit tastier. You know, when I said it, I don't think it's as difficult as Darkest Dungeon. I think it may have taken that a little bit sort of to heart. I think it's aggressively wanting to prove me wrong there. Dirty Punch. Yes, I think it's Dirty Punch time. I do like my Dirty Punch. A, because it looks as dirty as it sounds, and B, because it's a nice attack. Now, I must admit, I'm so tempted to go Lethal Strike, but I think on this occasion it might be better. So you've got Dirty. You're dirty, sir. You're a dirty, dirty man. So apart from Trepang, are there any others that have been noteworthy that you've tried? Any bits and pieces? I'll tell you what, any that are not FPSs now. Maybe that's just going to be a natural thing. Yeah, just the aim shot. Try and do as much damage as possible. But just in case there's multiple FPSs, we'll veer away into a different genre. That might be interesting. Oh, I was just tickling his grundle. This is a very, very difficult decision. Because if I do that, there is a chance of lethal on the guy with loads of health. Or I could just do straight up 20 damage to the guy with low health. I'm going to take the risk. Come on, buddy. Lethal. Lethal, baby! That's the one. There's whatever. Oh, well, I mean, if you're not that confident in the game, you know, you don't have to mention it, but I feel like it should have a title, surely. Strike him. I'm assuming the title is whatever as well, by the way, but so. Inspired by true events, drifting the giant cargo ship through a tiny winding canal. What could go wrong? Oh dear. Yes. Oh, how fascinating that they've decided to go there. I suppose it's inevitable, really. That's just the way the world is. If you can parody something, even something tragic, you will parody something. But yeah. And I suppose it has been a while since that happened, so... But it will be... I must admit, I'm genuinely slightly curious how that would play out. If it's some kind of simulator, I'm assuming, maybe? Or whether it's some kind of sort of thing. I mean, it's a single level, it's got a good sense of humour. Is it like a puzzle game, then? Did you specify? No. Yeah. Is it sort of a puzzle game, then? Do you have to try and sort of... Oh, no. Okay, fair enough. Is it physics, then? Physics game? Or is it something completely different? I'm trying to sort of preempt things because, of course, you've got a delay, so I'm having to just sort of talk to myself and kind of... kind of a physics one. Okay, that's interesting. Right, so ranged mods, spread... I don't think I've got a spread weapon. But I do have the ranged mod, but I must admit... definitely not that one, because that headshot is incredible, for starters. Oh, I see! Oh, it's jumped over to gyros as well. Oh, how fascinating. Oh, this is much better than the way I was doing it previously. Oh, well. I still don't know what a linked core is, which is slightly troublesome. But... Oh, no, I think I do know what a link... I do know what a linked core is. Right. Oh, I think I understand more. So, this mod, you put on a core. That is its linked core. So, when you do a weapon attack to do with that weapon, you have a chance of getting an extra action. Okay, I understand it now. I understand it now. 2% evasion. He's got a couple of... I do quite like automatic, though. So, I mean, I feel like I definitely feel like I ought to change it out, owing to the fact that it's a level 3 ranged weapon mod. But... no. What's the base weapon damage on that? 9, I think, is that? Maybe. Huh. Yes. I think I'll leave it. Well, I haven't said that. I think that was a beam sword one. Yes, that was a beam sword one, so I want to compare that one as well. Single stroke, single strike. Oh, so that's just an... Oh, that's actual... Yeah, sorry, that's the actual blade itself. So, yeah, 9 damage. Just equip that one. It's better. Tech tool, da-da-da-da-da. It's the best way to describe it. The ship is quite difficult to move, so you're having to drift it to get it to move through the canal. Probably we'll start there. Search this area. Search it up and search it down. I have not got a medical tool. Search again. Burnt superconductors. I'll sell that later when I need to leave and gain shelter. New landing zone. It's what we like to... Big worm! The giant worm adopts an intimidating stance, gazing at you intently. It's time to fight the giant worm. Whoa, that's a lot of health. It's concerning. Let us activate the deflective starts. Not entirely convinced this will actually help me, but still, we're going to do it. So, quick strike. Yeah, quick strike. Quick strike! I'm just going to batter you quickly and then batter you slowly with my dirty punch. It's the dirtiest punch you'll ever meet in your life. Get stunned. He resisted. That's bad news. He's spitting up wormlings at me. Inspiration for the troops. We can defeat this foul Jabba the Hutt wannabe. We have the technology. We have the power. We have the power. I do feel obliged to maybe try and kill the worms. So critical hit is definitely going to help me. Also liked Railbound, which is a puzzle game where you lay down tracks to get trailers onto a train. Oh my. Do we know someone who might have a fucking mare at that one? Is this one for Mr. Kaluber? So I can either quick shot, but that's a bit of a waste, so I think double strike's the way to go. And yeah, I feel obliged to get rid of the little ones, because they're gonna start getting in the way. If I could have my grenade. If you've got your grenade, son. Oh, you beautiful fat bastard. Oh, it's not the burner, because he's in front. And he's behind. He's got a big behind. Damn it. Oh, there's no way to blow anything up. Ah, boohith boo. Single strike, provoking strike. I suppose at this point, maybe if I... Yeah, if I provoke the big worm, with a bit of luck, it will attack him and nobody else for now. Ungodly noise! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. 20% misfire. Interesting. Oh, and minus 40% to hit, so it's affecting both my melee and my everything else. This is not good. I just managed to beat him up. They use Arkham Combat. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Arkham Combat. Assuming we are talking Batman Arkham Asylum style stuff. Because I'm looking that one up. That one sounds interesting. Midnight Fart Express. Oh, I've got a Midnight Fart Express. Oh, excuse me. Let's have a look at this. Oh, it's interesting. Yes. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, yes. It's got a nice art style. That sort of simplistic style stuff. Whoop, hey, whoa, he threw himself off a truck. Now he's slamming big things. Oh, I must admit, yeah, it looks quite good. It does actually look... It's not the same developer, I don't think, but it does look like one of the ones I was playing previously. Although I don't think that wasn't quite the same style of combat. But yeah, that does look quite nice. I'm sticking it on the wish list, why not? Fur kit! I don't like it because it gives you one attack button, but lots of other people like it, so there's clearly something I'm missing. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I like it because it's simple, I guess. And I'm simple, so it helps no end. Let's try and wipe out the little wormling, although it probably will encourage it to spawn more wormlings, but if I can wipe out the wormlings fairly succinctly, that's not going to be too difficult. Quick shot into fully automatic. Or, of course, quick shot into miss into fully automatic. It's fine. And a load of misfires. Bollocks. That's going to be quite an annoying thing to have happen. Just a single strike, maybe. Hope for the best. Excellent. But I think it's... I don't know. I don't really have a convincing sentiment as to why it's good, truth be told, but it gets quite hectic, I think, and having to remember... Because it's interesting, the idea of one attack button. Sort of true, but if you follow... Like, Arkham Asylum, the first one, probably fairly accurate, although there were a couple of other caveats where you have to do the cape swoosh and sort of the jump over and stuff. But then the later games definitely introduced a load more stuff where you have to be concerned with all sorts of different kind of... Because it's one of those ones where I suppose it's not necessarily about the attacking. It's about the defending. So you need that timing on someone's incoming. Counter. Bam. Now I'll attack you. But then someone's inbound. Counter. Bam. You're invulnerable to things at the moment. You get cape swooshed. And now you need a counter. Bam. And now I go back to you with a bam, 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 bam. And I suppose that's why it is called the free flow combat system, I believe. Because you are, once again, I'm sort of talking with my hands, but you are sort of leaping between areas. Bam, bam, and a bit back here, bam, 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 bam. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's convincing, but I think that's why it's quite an interesting battle system, because it's not. It's more of a defensive battle system than an offensive battle system. I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds almost intelligent, and therefore I'm going to go with it. I'm going to roll with it sounding almost intelligent. Oh, that's not great news. Especially because you could do... I think at the moment temporary cover might be the most effective idea, but I could do with recharging his shields. Even more so now. He can recharge his own shields, but fucking lethal strike, man. It's a difficult one to say no to. Especially, I think we're going to have to lethal strike the Big Mama, but I don't think she'll be... It's interesting. It didn't specify that it resisted the instant lethal, but it equally didn't do the lethal. Ah, good. Unfortunately, at this point, you kind of need to do your own bloody shields, so... Yeah, of all the people who need shields, it is definitely you that needs the recharge at this point. Which is a shame. And yeah, you've only got self-recharge, which again is a bit of a shame. 10% chance for stun. Well, we know stun's unlikely to work on Big Mama, so we'll try and hope for the best on Little 'Un. No, Little 'Un is not having it. He's going for the bitings. Please, sir, don't bite me. I do not like it when you bite me. I think at this point maybe play a bit defense and charge my shield. I suppose the other thing, now I must admit I don't often manage to do this, but one of the other things with the Batman system is the fact that you can use a lot of your gadgets as part of your combat as well. It's not as necessary as you would perhaps think. Sometimes, absolutely. Especially, I did the third one, Arkham Knight. I did that on Nightmare difficulty. At that point, I definitely had to start considering using a lot more of my gadgets. Because like you've got the ice pellets you can use to stall some of the enemies, and you've got sort of batarangs can do what batarangs do, essentially, which is distract people. Knight is the fourth... Technically, yes. You're not wrong, but I slightly disagree despite you not being wrong. But yeah, you're quite right. Origins was technically the third one. But it's considered a prequel, so... And it's also... I like it. Not many people like Origins, I don't think. As far as my understanding is, not many people liked Origins. But I liked it because it kind of did almost exactly what I want from games companies sometimes, which is... I think it was slightly different devs, yeah. I think it was slightly. Basically, Origins is Arkham City, the downloadable content, or expansion. You know, do you remember Dragon Quest Origins? Dragon Age Origins, even. And they had a full expansion game on top of that you could purchase. It's a bit like that in terms of the feel. I mean, I don't think they wanted to advertise it along those lines, but it's a bit like that, because it kind of just takes the engine of the second one and brings a new story as a beginning, as a prequel type fare. Now, I quite liked that. And I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to. But I quite like the idea, and I don't know if this is exactly specifically what they were trying to do, but a lot of time and money goes into producing some of these assets. Now, yeah, sure, if you do get sequels, you can use them, but a lot of the time you end up trying to revolutionise the engine, and therefore you'd need all new assets. But you've still got those old assets, just languishing around doing nothing. And so I quite like the idea of video game companies going, okay, well, we're doing the big game. That's popular? Excellent. We'll do a second one of the big games, but this is going to take us a few years. However, if we install a B team to take all of the assets from the original and obviously add some, I'm not suggesting they exclusively use those, but, you know, add a few, unique story, unique elements, and a little midpoint game. A little bit cheaper than you'd pay for the full one, and, you know, a little bit cheaper than the second one, but a little midpoint game. And that's what I felt Origins was for me. As I say, I don't necessarily think that's what they wanted it to be. I think they wanted it to be a full-fledged one, but it just wasn't quite there. But I don't know. I like that idea because it gives you a little something between lengthy development cycle, but also to a certain extent, you know, on a sort of employment note as well. When they go, let's hire the B team, then at that point you can almost bring in less experienced individuals and give more opportunities and stuff, because a lot of the assets are already there, so you're sort of bringing people in and you can afford to train them up and stuff, which would work nicely as well. But I don't know. What do I know? As the Polish plumber. I think he was I think it was just meant to be a Polish anything. But still. Damn! A bunch of lizards are surveying the room. They start to make an aggressive clicking sound as they spot you. Okay. I mean, they are definitely something. They do look a little bit like they are trying to milk a cow. Let's just appreciate that for a moment. Until I kill them all. At which point they will never milk a cow again. Inspire's quite good. They are going to get to go. They're going to get to go first, which is slightly concerning. Oh, 50% chance to stun. That might be the best option. Concussion grenade! Boom! Oh, I got two out of 3 stuns. That's good. That's good. I had a 50% chance. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. As opposed to Lucy, who was the strumpet down the road, who would just be fucking any old thing. I'm so sorry, Lucy. I do apologise. You were nothing like that. I will again point out, I don't think I've ever known someone called Lucy either. Christ. Just goes to show how few people I know, as to how many people I just don't know. Agent 64, spies never die. Intriguing. That sounds suitably comical that I want to have a look. Spies never die. Okay, it's death. Oh my lord. I hope it doesn't control. Oh, I mean, yeah, I can definitely see it now. I wasn't... The title alone wasn't going to necessarily give me exactly how much it's doing that sort of rip-off. But seeing it, absolutely understand. I just hope it... Does it control better than the original? Because it looks so much like the original GoldenEye. For anybody who's not keeping up and looking at these things, we're talking about GoldenEye. But yeah, it looks so like it, doesn't it? I mean, down to the graphics are very simple. Oh, shit! You can make your own campaigns. Oh, boy. Well, that's going on the wish list. I'm never going to finish the wish list because I think my wish list is like at about 1,000 games, maybe. I'll tell you what, I'll find the wish list and tell you how many games I've got on it. Because I think they give you a number, or do they? Oh no, maybe they don't. Nah. Unless maybe your rank. Okay. Oh, there we go. We might be able to get a number. There's a lot of scrolling. Oh, I think I've officially run out of numbers. Oh no, this rank mode is not. Oh well, I suppose. I don't know precisely how this rank mode is working, but it gets to 487 and then gives up. So that tells you how many fucking games I've got on this wish list. It's because I use the wish list as like a sort of, well, I'm interested in it, maybe at some point. But then there's some here that are like, probably not. I do sometimes go through it and then go, definitely not doing that one. Definitely not that. Nope. 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 But yeah, at the moment it is immense. Immensely big. But I also like to keep it on discount, sort by discount, because it allows me to know that if I did still want Tekken 7, which I must admit I probably don't want Tekken 7, I'm more a Mortal Kombat boy with a touch of Street Fighter. But then again, Tekken, I do like Tekken. And this is why you have too many games. You just said you're a Mortal Kombat boy, and then you immediately went to, actually, I like Tekken. I suppose the unfortunate truth, I suppose, if you're shit at everything, it means you don't necessarily lean towards anything. So because I am just dreadful at all things, I can just happily switch between many, many different games. Granted, most of my time at the moment is, of course, Sea of Thieves based. We have been doing a lot of Sea of Thieves. It's very enjoyable as a sort of relaxing game with mates. Okay, so I do feel obliged to just kill that man, but I've got some quite hefty damage and 2 more people, so I'm thinking maybe start working on that guy with the hefty damage. I mean, that is awkward, isn't it? That's very awkward. You use your critical. Why can't I? I think I remember that from last time. Do I have to? No, I don't understand that card. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't seem to do anything. And I don't understand why. Okay, so I've got my choice of kill targets. It's a shame I don't have another melee attack. That's a bugger. But I suppose, yeah, we'll just take out that one. Well, theoretically take down that one. There was always that possibility of missing, of course. Which is not optimal. Oh, do I? Interesting. Oh, I see. You're offering me another melee attack, despite the fact that I don't have another melee attack, which is something I feel like they should have programmed in to calculate. If you don't have it. Oh, I missed. Excellent. I wasn't where you thought I was gonna be. 2 times 5, 10. So that's got a potential of 12. Or guaranteed 10. Tell you what, guaranteed 10. Strip him down a little bit. There was fine print that just said, by guarantee, I don't mean guarantee. That was disappointing. I shall detect your weaknesses. Or vulnerabilities, even. It's the same thing. That'll do. A single strike. Well, I think, again, this time we're going to have to try. At least I'm doing the work. None of my teammates seem to be capable anymore. They seem to have all lost all their good cards, which is very inconvenient. Oh, here we go. Good old-fashioned dirty punch. Should have paid attention to see... No, I don't think I had one. Stunning blow. Good man. You've finally got a strike in. It's what we like to see. You striking out for victory. And I do a little dance, or a little jump. I've done a little jump! Look at me, team. I'm doing a little jumpy. So transfer shields. Ooh, shield restoring ability is 17% more effective. Interesting. Ranged weapon, concussive grenades. 12% chance of stun 1 on hit. I did like the concussive grenade. It did seem to work quite well. But it would possibly... I'm definitely not getting rid of that one. It does mean getting rid of the explosive grenade. But then I think I'm assuming that's a 12% chance of stun for the entire weapon. And if that's the case, I feel like that might be worth more than explosive grenades. Plus, it deals a little bit with that deck bloat I keep mentioning that he seems to be faring poorly with. Right, shield restoring capabilities, but that's pure stats, so that feels like it's a good idea. So that's Gennady the Bruiser, restoring pulse. No, I feel like he needs to stick to being, beat them up in a most unpleasant fashion. Again, that's sort of pure statistical benefits. But if I equip it to me, that means I'm going even more cards, and I keep saying I must avoid going cards. Oh, he has no mods whatsoever, so I think we've just found our mod boy. So I don't actually know what these locked doors... I mean, I think it's just telling me it's a locked door. As far as I can tell, there's nothing I can do on the locked door. I must admit, I don't know when you were streaming. So I'm assuming the answer is yes, I'm afraid. Although I must admit, I have been very distracted whenever I have a... Well, I've been partially distracted with the project and then distracted with Sea of Thieves. And whenever I'm on Twitch, if a individual by the name of Beardageddon's on, I tend to gravitate towards him, I'm afraid. Because he's very entertaining on his Sea of Thieves stuff. And I'm learning a lot about Sea of Thieves. 12 PM EST. It's in the game. Do I have a... No, but I have my phone somewhere, so I'll try and work out what time that was. And then I can... I mean, if you'd like, I can give you a detailed breakdown of what I was doing. Actually, that's unlikely, because I rarely, if ever, understand what I'm doing at any given time. What am I doing? EST to... I think it's still GMT? Or did we go into summertime? I don't know anymore. I suppose let's have a look at what it's suggesting here. No. Okay. So, I'm assuming +1? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Yeah, it might be +1 at the moment. 8 more rows. Oh, bolly. Oh, bolly? Bolly. Bolly. Yeah, the 12 definitely not around on the 12, if I'm understanding. Yeah, EST, yeah. GMT. Oh, okay, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing then, because that's actually only 4 hours, which would actually make it 4 PM, which is interesting. Oh yeah. So, I was looking at 12 AM. That's why I was confused. So yeah, afternoon. What was I doing in the afternoon? Actually, I genuinely don't know. What was I doing in the afternoon? Yes. Oh, I think I was Sea of Thieves in. Well, you was Sea of Thieves in. It's 6:35 for me. 6:35. Well, 6:36 now, but and don't necessarily need to be that accurate. And then 8 PM is apparently Thursday, June 16th. No, I don't think that's quite right. I suppose that's when the day rocked. I don't know. I don't understand this graph. This graph is awful. Why is this graph that bad? You'd think a graph would be better than that. But yeah. So 8 PM is probably midnight, which means I was... Yeah, truth be told, I was probably still playing Sea of Thieves. Different sessions of Sea of Thieves. I wasn't playing Sea of Thieves from 4 PM to midnight. I probably could have, but I didn't. I did have a break in between. There was 2 separate incidents of Sea of Thieves. But yeah, I must admit, a lot of my time has been Sea of Thieves at the moment because it's been very enjoyable. Friends, sort of pootling around, doing the old ships and stuff, acting like a mysterious machine. Beep boop, beep beep. Expecting a fantastic surrogate. Do you possess one? What are you talking about? Are you the awaited delegate? The what? What you talking about? Are you a representative of one with access, not the magician's apprentice? Don't even understand. Organic monotone, go figure yourself out. Beep boop. Yeah, I'll leave you to it. Damn weird robot. I guess maybe I'll figure that out at some point. There may be a clue somewhere. Let's pootle on over. Your transmitter is suddenly filled with extremely loud sounds of smacking and chomping. What is that horrible noise? Oh, I just filled my mouth with the last of these incredibly sour lemon sweets when you showed up. It must have been the sound of my chomping jaws that leaked into the transmitter microphone. I apologise for the racket. Those lemon sweets taste so good. Ooh, yes. How do you eat candy with a spacesuit on? Well, I swallow the regular protein through the nutrition hose like everybody else, but this concrete stuff is a totally different case. At first I tried to pick them up with my mouth, but that was just messy. The best way is to put the sweets in a digestible bag, then carefully set the mouth of the bag between your lips and let the candy float inside your mouth one treat at a time. That sounds really strange, buddy. Although I do appreciate the lemon sweets. They're tasty. Yeah, but what can you do? Besides, it's a very clean and efficient way to eat, as the crumbs are stored inside the bag. They won't deteriorate your equipment either, and do you know why? Eventually I eat the bag too. I think you just ruined my appetite. Oh, sorry, I don't pay attention to my peculiarities anymore. If you ever happen to crave for treats while wearing a spacesuit, you know what to do. Yeah, I know I gotta get going, you little freak. Although, again, I wouldn't say no to having some of those lemony sweets, but not necessarily in a spacesuit. Let's pop up here and scan. Scan, 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 Ericsson. Pop in there, find out what this is. Do-do. You come upon a hermit. And the hermit says, oh, mate, do you fucking mind? There's curtains over there, son. Looming over a severed robotic hand, the hermit is examining something and he doesn't seem to notice you. What's that you're holding? You get a brief glimpse of the item before the hermit notices you and covers it. Seems like a small metallic object. Mine! Mine it is. You go. Go and find your own things to admire. Ooh, give it to me or I'll make you bleed. I'm just curious what it is. I mean, technically that's true. I mean, I could give him something in return. Is there something he'd like in return? I don't know what I can offer him, but still. We'll do a bartering system. You have something to trade for my marvel. I've actually got quite a lot of credits, but I'm definitely not offering a medium energy cell. That's horrendous. I'll give him the 200 credits, money. No, not useful here. No trade. Oh. I suppose I can buy some more, but this hurts to give away a medium energy cell. Ugh. Oh yes, energy things always useful. Shiny, give. Here, take. Go on, now go, get out of it. So I've got a thing, but I've lost an energy tank. I don't know if that was a sensible decision. But what is the thing? Part of a strange object. A half of a strange object. Okay, well, I suppose hopefully we'll find another object. Scanning time. Go over here. Oh, I've been ambushed. Extraneous mother sight. Please it. With a laser pyre. I'm going to prepare to fight the helmetless janitors. Ooh. There's a lot of stuff. I think we're going to concussive grenade again. I think that concussive grenade is very good. Stagger and triple stun. My character is a god among men. Ripping and dirty. No, we'll go steady shot. And they're all exactly the same, so let's just pummel the first one there, and then fully automatic. But I should have possibly gone for the middle one. I don't know if that would be more effective for my rifle. Although having said that, I missed all of them, so never mind. Well, they're all stunned, so I tell you what, we're going to try potential lethal or just shield crack, which unfortunately was just shield crack, but still, it was worthwhile having a go because it means 2 of them are now on health bars alone, and I think that's probably worth something. Whacking a man. I think. Can I see what cards you've got? Yes, okay, but you could draw a grenade. But if you don't draw a grenade, I'm going to leave one alive. I think it's going to be... If he now draws a grenade, I'm going to be very angry. And by very angry, I mean mostly indifferent. But, you know, it's just the way these things are. So, yeah... Oh, it's not a grenade, so I'm not angry, but it's slightly miffing. It doesn't technically matter if we just stun... Whoops. Stun one of them. Stunning one of them is crucial to my plans. Do. Yay! Headshot. We'll wipe out that shield because it's a nice chunky amount of change. And now we have to make decisions. Well, again, I think it's probably better to do the guaranteed kill. And of course, I refer to the caveat of maybe not as guaranteed as it seems. You can recharge your shield. Yeah, I think recharging the shield might be the best bet on this occasion. I feel like I need to deal with him because he does not have enough attack cards. Like I've kind of grown accustomed to me not having attack cards all that often, but I seem to be relying on my scavenger far too much for attacking, and I fully would expect Big Man to be far more sort of attack oriented, and he just seems to keep having a lackluster volume of attacks. There you go. See, like, when he does attack, he does the most damage in a single strike, I think. Well, having said that, my headshot one is a lot more, but yeah, I might have to have a rejigger and see if I can figure out an alternate equipment scenario for him. Tech tool. Interesting, because that's usually a shield based one, but obviously it's coming in on the tech slot, which is fair enough. Double shot. I assure you, it was always going to be double shot. I was not going to say something else by accident. Let's compare that mod. A lot more puncture, and it gives you quick strike. Oh, I think that might be the better one. Yes, I think we equip quick strike because quick strike is incredible. Energy blade mod, we might as well have a look at least. So 6% damage, so this is very much a sort of heavy damage one. So I'm wondering... That's evasion and puncture. That's 5% evasion. So I'm wondering if maybe you go for a more damaging one, because it'll up my potential damage. And I've already got at least a couple of deflective stances, I think, off of something else. So I'll have a go and then compare this one. Definitely not that one. No, I like my concussive grenades. Double shot. That might actually be better. No, I like fully automatic. So yeah, I think we'll equip that one. And then the tech tool we're not interested in. And then let's have a look at my friend Gannady. Yes, I see. You do seem to have a lot of sort of shite I don't know if I want. So that's the detect vulnerabilities, that's the frag grenades, that's the critical amps. We don't want the critical amps. I didn't mean to hit that button. So yeah, get rid of those, because those critical amps are bloody... Can I not... Is there no way of unequipping that? I feel like surely there's got to be a way of unequipping that. Ah! Double-clicked. It went away. If in doubt, click until it disappears. That's the way the secret people do. Tech tool. We don't have a tech tool. So, never mind. Never mind the tech tool. Somebody came. Somebody finally actually came. Tell me, did you bring me my tiny little delivery? Ooh. I mean, I've only got half of it. Is this? Yes, yes, no, incomplete. Not just a half, not good. The whole package, that's what I want. Yes, okay, I'll go find your package, I suppose. I guess I can do that. In some fashion. Find another man. Oh, no, I found worms! Or bloated nastiness. I don't want... Oh, I've run out of energy, quite dramatically. I am definitely going to end up having to use an energy container, which I suppose is fair enough, I guess. I don't actually have another melee attack at the moment, so we'll use my Raka Growl. I shall growl in your general direction, and you will become fearful of all the things. Magnetic throw, double strike and bash, does 90% weapon damage, applies -5 initiative. I think just the magnetic throw, do as much damage as I possibly can. And oh, there I used a no, this time I spotted it. I'm assuming that came up last time, but I don't think. Yeah, I've got no energy cells in reserve, which is concerning. I think I need to leave this place ASAP. Quick strike would be a terrible waste, so defensive stance, deflective stance even. Diddle dee dee. Oh, don't hit my friend in his knees, nor anywhere else. Apparently, you hit him distinctly elsewhere. Bash. I don't think bash is going to do me that much good, and it's less damage. So I think just at this point, I think I just want pure damage. Kill them as quickly as I possibly can. That will naturally allow me to kill them. Inspiration. It's trash talk. Critical failure chance. Go on. You motherfucker. That's the best as my trash talk gets, I'm afraid. I didn't have anything clever. I'm not a wrestling person. So, well, not an actual wrestling person. I do enjoy a bit of wrestling. Not me personally doing the wrestling, though. But do single strike? No! Why would you evade me? I was trying to be nice by killing you with a bludgeoning attack. But now you have to have your head exploded. It's one of those unfortunate things. You had to have your head exploded. Level 1 Shield Core mod. I mean, it's interesting. That's actually probably one of the more effective Shield Core mods. Because it doesn't come with a card. So I'll tell you what, I think me. Yes, it's for me. A level 3 Light Ranged Weapon mod. I don't... Oh, junk. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I don't have a light ranged weapon mod on me. Oh, hello, join us. Be one of us. Fair enough, I'm going to have to prepare to fight. I wasn't expecting to have to fight more people. I'm going to try inspiring. It's only going to affect one of my teammates at the moment. It affects both of them no matter what. But in terms of before these guys, it's only going to affect one of my team. So quick shot boss fire? Bust fire? Yeah, go on, we'll just do as much damage as I can, but it doesn't, you know, stop them trying to kill me next turn. Which is not what you want. It's not what I want to see. But you've bounced off the... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's an unpleasant looking thing. 6. Oh, okay, that's... if I kill them, that's acceptable. Lethal strike, yeah, we'll go try lethal on the big full elf one, just in case. Didn't work, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Sometimes, I'll tell you what, we'll also bash him for stun, and then focus my efforts on the other one again. Which, I don't have enough to kill. I could maybe slow him down. Yes. That's minus. That's a minus 2, but that's minus 5. I'm looking at trying to lower the initiative to see if it will go below mine, and therefore I'll be able to kill him without him attacking me. It did! Excellent. See? Sometimes, every now and again, you get smart plays, and then every now and again you just get grenades! Toss them into the ether. That's right. Shield core. Oh, that's an interesting one. Cloaking. I am the Cloak King. I am king of the cloaks. Oh, but it does lower my shields. Plus 25% invisibility break damage. I'm assuming by that they mean when you break the invisibility, you do get 25% more damage. Which is quite nice. I don't think we want it on our bruiser, though. I don't know if I'd necessarily want it on me. Although... yeah, I think maybe I'll give it to me. Gennady the Bruiser. Again, I don't know. Shield Hardener and Reflections. 6% damage resistance. I think you can have that as well. And then Tech Tool. We're not interested in the Tech Tool. Let's scan. I'm taking a bit of a risk because I don't know where the exit is. Okay, so the exit is currently 119 away or 112 away. So I think we can figure out all of these little bits, do some searching, and still manage to get back to where we need to go. With a bit of luck, anyway. It's always difficult to know for certain. But there you go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. Do do do. Just reading things. Tech Tool though. No point in reading that. And now we'll pop over to this individual. You find a functional console. It's awaiting your commands. Oh, I can unlock the area, definitely. Do that first. Area lockdown lifted. Scan surroundings. I don't think there's much in the way of scanning, but recharge my energy. 0 energy left in the chamber. Alright, this quest is back on, baby. We've got a boatload of bits and pieces remaining. So I think that's that's Barclay. This one, do we know who this is? No, I don't think we do. So let's wander over and find out. And then we shall go down to the locked area, I suppose. As you try to get her attention, she raises her hand, signalling you. She looks like the sort who might click at a restaurant. You stop talking. Signalling you to stop talking. Oh, I suppose arguably maybe it's just she put her finger up, I suppose. Where she put her finger up, I do not know. But either way, it made me stop talking. After a short while, she opens a communications channel. There, I'm done. Finally managed to capture the last cluster on my sheet. Hi, I'm Jolus. What can I do for you? Sorry for being so rude. I was in the middle of something delicate. What were you working on? I was collecting the electromagnetic vibrations emerging from that black hole. These derelicts are orbiting. This is the first time I've managed to record them this close to the source of origin, and the material is exceptionally vivid and precise. Yet there's something missing. This is a bit silly, but could I ask you to do me a favour? What would you need me to do? I need you to help me in a test. This ship has a peculiar feature. It holds a magnificent sonic library, but it doesn't let me sign in. It wants me to find a representative that could access the console. Could you do that? Sure. Why not? Great. I'm keeping my contact here open, so you will be granted access to the console's contents. I want to download its tone bank, so try to keep it calm and answer its questions. I'm counting on you. I'll get it done. I always do. I'm good like that. Oh, quite a lot of enemies. Concerning amount of enemies. But also stuff to search, so screw the enemies, we'll deal with them at some point. Let's have a look at this. Magnetic throw. Feels like it's better, but I might be wrong. Set trap 50% interrupt. Creates a room condition that applies 50% mischance. On all units. Interesting. I don't know if I like that effect at all, but still, let's have a look. No, I don't like the effect. I'll take it for selling, but I don't necessarily feel obliged to grab it as a definitive thing. And a couple of bits of scrap can fetch a good price. Fair enough. I'll take your word for it. And now we'll drop down here because there's enemies. The Cobra Guards and the Lizard Boys. Oh boy, we're lizards, boys. Let's try and headshot a skink and hope for a stun. Nope. Not going to happen. No, no. It's not something that is here. Dirty pun. Oh no, he's gone invisible. That's cheating. That's cheating. Well, we're still going to use the dirty punch. We'll just have to use it on someone else, though. How dare you turn invisible? I realise it's within my purview to turn invisible as well nowadays, but still, try and just do the kill. Ooh, critical hit. Nice. Epic stuff. It's what we like to see. And now I guess I can only target you, so I'm going to have to. Ooh, another nice crit. It's what we like. We like crits all day, sir. You can take a dirty punch to the face. It's very dirty. Cobra Guard is acting next, so if this doesn't kill, it will at least stun and stop her having a turn. And then we may have to consider what to do with me. Well, that's critical failure, isn't it? So I'm going to trash talk you guys. You call yourself snakes. You look like you're milking a cow. And your whip isn't even attached to the base. Pah, you're pathetic. Ooh. Single shot to the skink. Kill that. Although I should probably have focused my efforts on the other one. Although I think it's going to work out. Especially stunning blow. We can stun you again. Also kill, in fairness. I was locked in my tactics rather than necessarily looking at health bars. Which is an unfortunate thing to do. Come on, friends. Only if they are receptive to that. Quick reload. Interessante. Oh, demo number 6. Hadn't you only just done... Oh no, you've done 14, then agent is 15, and now 16. I got you. I can maths. What, pray tell, was demo number 16? What was in it? Oh, I don't really want to get rid of headshot, nor do I want to get rid of concussive grenades. So I suppose arguably don't do either one of those. Double shot. I like fully automatics, I think. Although I suppose arguably I like quick shot as well. Depends on whether I like the idea of pure damage or critical damage. Critical's a chance-based mechanic, and quick reload doesn't necessarily leap out as better than 10 damage. No, I think damaging sequencer will leave. Heavy Melemar. Hello. I'm Heavy Melemar. It will give him another attack, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. And Lethal Strike is too good to get rid of, I think. So, yeah, that's just an improvement to that stat there. And I get Sundering Strike. Excellent. That'll work nicely. Grab them all. And now, I think... Oh, no, we've not quite finished everything. So, what... So, that's Barclay. Oh, that's the Pro-Sloth. Okay. Oh, I wonder if the Pro-Sloth is the one she wanted me to communicate with. Because that's just the data console, so I feel like the Pro-Sloth's got to be the one. Surely. Surely that's gonna be the one. Laser pyre. Laser pyre. Ooh, inspiration, I think. Coffee Talk 2. Interesting. Which is a game heavily inspired by Valhalla. Urban fantasy game where you play the owner of a late-night coffee shop. Interesting. I did play one called the Red Strings Club, I think. And that was you were basically sort of the owner of a bar. And there was a sort of thing where you actually did have to pour drinks. Can't remember the exact details. And there was a lot more to it than just pouring drinks, I think. But still, that was quite a fun game, actually. Yeah, I mean, arguably focus on the janitor, perhaps. But yeah, the first Dirty Punch must have missed. Which is frustrating. Indeed, if I've got 2 turns, I might as well do Frag Grenade as a first thing. Oh, that is an evasive little thing. You're being quite annoying. Quite annoying indeed. I suppose Provoking Strike, probably not a terrible choice. It's a shame, I don't think I've got enough oomph to kill that guy at this point. No, I definitely don't, because his turn was next. I misinterpreted the board. I thought I had 1 turn in between. Yes. Quick Strike into Single Strike. Boom. Really enjoyed the original Coffee Talk and enjoyed the demo, which is just the first day of the game. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a look at this Coffee Talk. Let's have a look if I can find my thing. So yeah, the name of the game is Coffee Talk. Coffee Talk! You're going to be able to work it out, Steve? No, you're not. They can't work out what Coffee. I added an extra. I suppose arguably, let's have a look at the original and see. I must admit, I'm immediately attracted by the pixel graphics, which is nice. And then here we go. Yes, interesting. Coffee, warm, cool, sweet and bitter. Well, I know which of those I am. Bitter. And then, oh, good lord, you pour the milk as well. Interesting. That looks like interesting mechanics. Yeah, Coffee Talk grounds you in a place and makes you feel comfortable. You're just working a shift and shooting the shit. It's not glamorous, but it feels right. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. It does have reminiscence of the one I just mentioned, the Red Strings. Yeah, Red Strings. Not quite the same. Not quite the same. The milk pouring is just for the latte art. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think the screenshot did show that. Yeah. It's quite clever. Clever idea to be able to actually sort of do the artwork on it as well. But yeah, that's going on the wish list. But yeah, similar idea, I think, because I think in Red Strings, if memory serves, you had to sort of interpret what they were trying to say and then create a drink that matched up to what they would want. Now, come on, can we start hitting this guy? Because so far he seems to have been incredibly evasive. Stun would probably be an optimal decision, except for the fact that he keeps evading it. Do you just have a natural evade on you or something? Cloaking might not go amiss here. Yeah, especially because if I finally get some kind of aggressive strike, it'll do even more damage, which might be quite useful. Shields absorbed? Shit. Oh, God, you're being a real arse. You know that. Yes. Yes, I think he knows that. I think he knows that quite strongly. God! Game. You might need... I don't know if this is going to break invisibility, but still. Solid like titanium. No, it does not. Excellent. So I can inspire my friends whilst staying invisible, which is quite nice. Quick shot. Do we have another ranged one? Yeah, double shot and single shot. So yeah, probably quick shot. Quick shot. There we go. Got there eventually. Filling the nerve and a shaped hole in my heart. Nice. So I'm assuming... So, hang on. Is Valhalla and Nirvana 2 separate games? Or is Nirvana the character in Valhalla? Or am I just generally confused? 2 separate games, okay. Or at least I think that's the yes part. It was very quick to have been the second option. I really should stop doing multiple options, because it just gets confusing post answering of the first one. But there you go. I can't help it. It's just in my nature. I give people many options to choose from. I like to cover all the bases. Because frankly, I don't think you should be playing the bass right now. Yes, I have covered it. And no, you're not playing the bass. Boom, 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 boom. I told you not to play it! He's just lifted the cover. Son of a bitch. Yes, I know. I am a fucking moron. I'm fully aware of this. Ooh, we'd lose a quick strike. But gain extra damage and lose a bit of deck blow, in fairness. Oh, that is actually... Oh, sorry, that's an actual glove. Well, we already know we definitely have a quick strike elsewhere, I think. And technically, quick strikes aren't the be-all and end-all. So I feel like maybe... Yeah, I think the extra damage and extra shield damage... I think that's going to be worthwhile. And then your weapon tool... So, detect vulnerabilities, and the other one, that's a lot of bonuses. I think I've got to equip it whether I like it or not. But Weapon Enhancer, self or ally, plus 33% weapon damage for 4 turns. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of almost just the opposite, isn't it? Rather than, you know, reducing the damage resistance of the enemy, you're increasing the damage of your allies. So yeah, I think we got to equip it. It had so many good stats on it that it would have been very sort of difficult to justify not equipping the thing. Oh, to the robot. Mysterious behaviour. Beep boop. Is the fantastic surrogate ready to play? Yes. Verifying data for V2 analysis. Beep boop, beep boop. I don't actually make stupid sounds. I am just pleasing your lizard brain. Access granted, Jolus. To play a game called True or False Unitone. I require an excess of energy. Are you ready and willing? 50's a lot, and I've not got a huge amount left. Let the questions begin! Valhalla kind of created the bartender genre of game, and Nirvana was the sequel to the devs were working on. It's been about 6 years now. So Nirvana hasn't appeared. Is that the key thing? And that's why Coffee Talk's doing a marvellous little job of filling the gap. Am I understanding that correctly, or am I wrong? There we go. Excellent. I was going to say, why are there little dots there? But it's just part of the conversation. The first question concerns interval inversions. If the inverse of 7 is 2, of 5 is 4, then what is the inverse of 6? I mean, it's looking to me like that's adding up to 9. That's adding up to 9. So 7, 2, 9, 5, 4, 9. So the inverse of 6 would be 3. My guess. Right, the second question concerns modal progression. The value of B is 0, C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, and F is 4. What would be the value of E if B's value was 1? Okay, so if B is 1, C is 2, D is 3, E is 4? Yes? Correct. Now the final question is about the functionality of a tonal progression. In a tonal system, numeric progression 251 brings closure to a typical sequence. However, what's the case in an atonal system? No. I mean, atonal would be the opposite. But the function is a constant. I hate this game. I do now, because I don't understand the question. Because it's atonal, there are no rules to follow. Just like the way I live my life. I live my life without the rules. Look at me. I wear shades inside a spacesuit. Fuck the rules. Function is constant. I don't know. Correct! Excellent! That's the sort of thing I like to hear. A certain function doesn't disappear even though a system allows you to invent unpreceded formations. Sequence is complete, granting the access to octatonic zone. Deliver the organized sound trope. The uranium bulb to the source of your origin. Going into sleep mode. So I'm wondering if that would have opened up the gates over here anyway as well. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it round because I've just not got the energy. I might be able to deal, so it's difficult to know for certain. But let's go back to the Jolly Roger here. And see if we can at least complete this quest. And then we might have to pop back out and in. But still. Well, did you succeed? The console asked me to deliver you a sound trope named Uranium Bulb. Oh, excellent. I think I've got all that I came for now. I have to get back home to examine this uranium bulb in detail. Thank you so much for your help. The driver sent by your spouse is on this derelict. Here's his contact info. Should get you home. Thanks again. I'll go meet him. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Right, so if I try and do that, that's 100 and odd energy, whereas that's 70, 91. Don't know. We'll go for the 70 because then I don't have to pay as much to fill it up. But we'll pop back here, return to station. I don't think there's much choice. I fear there is little choice in the matter. So, pawn shop, let us fill my energy reserves, sell all of the Junkington, and then basically I've been equipping things as I've been picking them up. So let us just being slightly careful not to sell that. And in fairness, I'm not allowed to. So that's quite useful. Pretty certain anything that's important it wouldn't allow me to sell. Although what's slightly concerning is I do seem to have lost most of the items there, which makes me slightly concerned that I've sold key items that I wasn't supposed to. But there you go. I've got a lot of cash. A lot of cash! So I don't really feel like I need to worry about that. See, that is... fucking... everything ends up costing more energy. Tell you what, let's go for the energy reserve. In fact, you know what? Let's go double energy reserve, and then we'll save up for some of these other bits and pieces as well. But we'll go back to Talanos and then deal with that situation, and that's probably going to be it. We'll try and finish off the map in Talanos. Don't know why I have to say it like that, but it feels almost like a Red Dwarf thing, and therefore I'm inclined to say it in my sort of terrible but still nonetheless best version of Lister. Talanos. Oh, I've got a Talanos. Upon entering the room, you face some bloated insects. They flare up and start puffing up clouds of noxious-looking gas. Well, we fight them on the beaches. We fight them on the everything else. We fight them in our underwear and in anything else. Probably headshot for the chance of stun. Accurate and ignores 100% damage resistance. Remember what fear does. Skips turn or uses an attack card against a random opponent with small mischance. So maybe skipping the turn. Oh, I do actually have 2. Okay, if I've got 2, then I'm going to inspire my guys for the remainder and then try the fear. See if I can put the fear guard in those boys. Yep, apparently I can. Yep. Feared that man. Oh, no, didn't fear that man as much. But it did miss, and that's crucial. Dirty punch. I'm feeling like it's 2 dirty punches. Probably 2 dirty punches to that big fella with the most health. Because at that point, 2 dirty punches is going to kill that man. Or do I want to... Let's check. Do you have grenade? Yes, you do have grenades. Okay, then I want to split my dirty punches because then... Okay. Unexpected lethal on my dirty punch. Plan has changed slightly. 20 damage to you, sir. And then I think I only need 10 for the other fella. Oh, apparently I can't use that. Disabled by... Oh, it's been disabled by the dredger. Oh, dear. Oh, poopy. Well, use a shield hardener, because I might as well do something to defend myself out. He fumbled it! He got to the end zone and then he fumbled in the air. and he couldn't quite strike me down. Oh yeah, we're the best. We are the most awesome space explorers in the world. Drodger Stinger, weapon tool. I'll compare it, but it looks like it's just a sort of slightly lesser version. Yeah, it's a lesser version, the one I already own. So no, you are not something I want. Search it here, please. Ah, energy. I forgot to buy energy, so it's lucky they've provided. I mean, I filled my energy tank. What I mean by I forgot energy was I forgot to buy extra tanks. And that may prove crucial, or it may prove indifferent. It's not a huge journey. You find a group of shocklings. Ooh. Consuming parts of an ancient droid. As they see you approach, electric sparkles start flying out of their bodies. Looks like I'm going to have to beat these electro worms. I think it's a headshot on the weakest one. Kill that bitch. I suppose arguably with the stun attached to headshot might have been worthwhile. Also, I think I got damage. I got damage blinkers on there, didn't I? If I'd used my concussive grenade, I might have avoided all of this pain. But what I saw was, oh yes, I can hit him for lots of damage. And tactics sort of went out the window. So I do feel slightly ashamed of myself there, but never mind. Sometimes an aggressive stance is what you need, but then other times you really don't. On this occasion, an aggressive stance is definitely what I want, and what I'm doing. This is my aggressive stance. Do you enjoy it? Sometimes you just gotta hit something real hard. Damn straight. That is the tactics of the century. Victory is mine. Okie dokie. Is there a sort of... Oh, after defeating the shocklings, you find what you assume to be half of a strange object. Excellent. That's my second object found. And I believe we've just done 100% of the map. So let's scan here. Valuable scrap. Excelente. And now we've basically done all of that. So we just want to sprint to the finish line. And then we will have finished another derelict. Oh, no. There's a giant worm in my way. Well, I mean, the plan is still solid. The plan is still to try and finish off this derelict, but unfortunately I've got a worm in my path, so I'm going to have to deal with that first. Quick shot, yeah, quick shot, and then probably the fully automatic. Well, yeah, fully automatic, because it's going to be about 10 damage. Or a lot more, if it's a crit. Do you actually have any armour? I don't think you've got any armour. So is it going to be worthwhile provoking it? Yeah, I think probably at the moment. We'll provoke it so that you try to hit my friend or spawn wormlings. I should have guessed. That Inspire is probably usually the best bet, if in doubt. If you've got no other good attacking options, Inspire is usually quite a good one, because it can sometimes energise. It allows it to draw an extra card, I think. There's all sorts of benefits to Inspire. It's proven a very good card. Stunning Blow. Oh, I don't think Marworm can be stunned. So, do you know what? I think just a huge chunk of change on Marworm. Again, I'm not convinced lethal will ever take place on Marworm, but I don't think there's never going to be lethal damage on Marworm. But you never know. Maybe I'll zip my trousers up too quickly one time and... Oh shit, it's fallen off. Not what you want. Concussive Grenade to try and block the two wormlings, perhaps. Stagger and one stunned. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Let's try and see about bashing your initiative down, so I might be able to kill you without taking damage. But at the end of the day, I think Marworm is kind of... not necessarily boss, but definitely in the sort of boss vicinity. Sub-boss, I suppose, is the more traditional term than the idea of... Well, it is a boss. I mean, it's in the boss vicinity. It's adjacent to boss. Single strike. Ooh, I don't like the odds of doing this. There's a lot of wormlings on the field. This is where a nice chunky grenade could come in handy. Restoring Pulse could be a decent idea, although it's only one person, so maybe Yeah, I think burst fire. We'll try and focus down Mother. Mother, would you be willing to die, Mother? But at this point, we are going to take a devastating amount of damage because I need to get my boy with the grenades round. Assuming he has any grenades, of course. There is every possibility he doesn't have grenades. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Provoking strike on Big Mama. As I say, try and trash Big Mama first and then we'll figure out the rest. Ow! That hurt substantially. Another good reason for defeating Big Mama first. Plus, I'm going to end up having to go to the hospitals. Temporary cover. I should have done the shield recharge there. That was the perfect opportunity for the shield recharge. We are definitely taking... Oh god, this situation has gotten out of hand quite quickly. This I don't like. Yeah, this is a lot of worms. Could I please get a grenade for the worms? Although, unfortunately, the next character is me, and I don't have lethal grenades. I do have a lethal shot, though. Which, yeah, I think it's going to be more sensible. It's got to be take out Mother. Because that gets rid of her from doing anything next turn. You still don't have those grenades, my friend. You still don't have those grenades. I think it's got to be stunning blow, try and kill one. Although, maybe I should have tried stunning one, but then I think killing is better than stunning at this point. God damn it, you swine. I think it's got to be invisible. I fade from sight. And then this one, I think, yeah, it's got to be restored. Well, I don't know. I could have killed one and then only taken 2 damage. Or not necessarily. I mean, the evasion helps with only taking... I would have taken 2 worms rather than all 3 worms. But considering this man evaded all 3, I suppose it's this temporary cover, which I assumed the temporary cover would just take the damage, but apparently not so much. Restore shields. Yeah, I mean probably the best bet. Just do it on yourself. Try and get those shields back up, especially because you've only got 15 health left, which I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's a dangerous situation to be in. Right. Okay. So, do we have a melee strike? Yes, I think we do. Because double strike is a melee strike. So let's go. Let's go. Just try and wipe out a complete worm with the 2-pronged attack. Especially because I believe he's going to get another attack. Yes. 10 damage. That'll do nicely for you. Bang, bang. Splice the worm in twain. Ooh, a nice evasion again. Again, I assume the evasion is coming from the cover, but the cover doesn't seem to be getting trashed, which... Take it. Theoretically, 8 times 2 is 16, which is over his 15, but sometimes they do diminish your damage values, which is annoying, to say the least. I must admit, I'm sorely tempted to maybe sort of take... Yeah, he's only got 15 health. Where am I? Oh, I'm here, though. But if it ends up being a boss... But then again, I'm giving it its shiny thing. Could have done with a bird there. And we all know the bird is the word, so... Maybe that's the problem. I could have just chanted... Bird, 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 bird. And then a bird would have turned up. But unfortunately I didn't think of that. No, not the station hall, sorry. How do I get out of the station hall? Oh, talking to him and saying bye. Leave. And I want the hospital, please. The hospitals, surgery, painkillers and painkillers for you. And now the pawn shop, just to fill the reserves, might as well. And do the selling. No point in sort of hanging around. Quest item, weapon tool. Yeah, that was a shit one, wasn't it? So that's fine. Tech tool we can't use anyway, so that's fine. Oh, and yeah, there's the halves of strange objects. So I do sort of want to finish off. Although having said that, 0 of 2. That's interesting. Because I feel like I suppose probably I got to visit Jolus again, maybe to finish off the quest. Or I got to finish do the taxi driver and Jolus perhaps. Don't know for certain, but let's investigate that by going there because I think that's where the taxi boys were. talk to him. You see Jolus with James, readying to leave. James notices you and comes to shake your hand. Hey, Jolus, tell me that you helped her out. I'm so grateful that I don't have to hang around here much longer. Happy to help. I was informed that a reward is waiting for you back at the station. Oh, and if you ever need a ride, don't hesitate to call me. We'll be living now. We'll be living and leaving. Good luck with your endeavours. Thank you. Goodbye. Right. So, hopefully, no worms, please, this time. Ideally. It'd be really good if you didn't attack me with a worm. Thank you. I don't know if enemies respawn in this. It's almost like I get the impression it might be a case of they're there lurking on the map, and once you defeat them, you defeat them. But I might be wrong. They may be constantly spawning. Somebody came. Somebody actually came. Is this what you've been waiting for? Yes, no more envy, no more yearning for fulfillment. Finally, the requested coordinates from the mothership have arrived. It took so long I nearly forgot what I was actually waiting for. Did I just deliver you the location data? Affirmative, this ship specifically. I lost the link to the mothership, so we had to resort to this very archaic method of mechanical information delivery, which is all I practically remember. I don't even know what to do with this information coordinates mothership. I repeat these words, but don't know what they mean. Feels like I'm lost inside of my own hardware. Here, you can have these coordinates if you wish. They're of no use to me. Before I download them, can you tell me what caused this disruption? Yeah, go on, let's ask questions. I feel like I might be I might be gearing myself up for a boss by not just going, I'm leaving. Don't remember anything about it either. It's like I've forgotten what it means to be. I feel empty, pointless. I'll see you around then. You enjoy that feeling. I'll just be leaving. So theoretically, that's going to be the two bits done here, which will mean another derelict completed, which will be very satisfying. Talk to my boy, give him the data. I unknowingly brought the location data to a stargazer suffering from amnesia at Tyrannos. It offered me the data as thanks. Intriguing, as if the consoles could experience psychological symptoms. But that is a different matter. Congratulations for successful retrieval. Was there anything else? Any more news? Have I unlocked anything else? No, not yet. I need to do more data diving and sifting through their information databases. Right, let's get ourselves sort of filled with bits and bobs and jinkery jobs. Oh, that's the upgrades. That's not what I wanted to do. Tyrannos, tone hunting. Find Jolus. Excellent. There we go. Yes, that was the side mission, I suppose. And then here, so theoretically, 2 of 2. Superb. So we'll go into the menu. And it wasn't quite a hodgepodge this week because, of course, I only played one game, but never mind. There we go. Game saved. Game saved. Quit to desktop. And then that's it. That's it. I don't know if it's worthwhile doing a raid. Probably not. I suppose I should possibly look, but I'm not convinced there's much point. I think we'll do my tidying up. Do the tidy up, sir. Do the tidy up. Get rid of the stuff whilst doing the tidy up. No, I don't think it's worthwhile doing a raid, so I will be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock for Dragon Quest Builders 2 and Graveyard Keeper. One day we'll move on from Dragon Quest Builders 2, but tomorrow is not that day. So, cheerio.